I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you can take to them. I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room, everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist. No stone left unturned, mash on the gas and etc. Or farming hoe, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. Classic. I'm only gonna do this once. Yeah. Classic. I seen people be so fickle, nothing surprised me. Double-edged sword though, consider how you looking at everybody sideways. Shit. Look around, don't know who to trust, not for real. Lately I've been paranoid, I gotta chill. Ask me how I feel, think I'ma tell you not for real. But I grind like I'm still unfulfilled. Ain't satisfied till I touch a certain M's. Can't say the number, they apply against my plans. I'm turning up, dog, this one for the jump. Come to these bars, I only play above the rim.
Yeah.
Corduroys, really came to get buckets. Purnell with the defense, too slick, you can't touch me. Bud Crawford on offense. I'm unassuming, but I'm really punching. Underrated, I'm starting to love it. Stacking days, I'm stacking the budget. When I win, ain't none of it lucky. Tapped in, I got it from nothing. Stay ready, preheated the oven, just did a theater. I'm still in recovery. Therapy team, they really love me. They'd kill me if they knew I was young. I chase, I had to punch it in front of thousands. I started with hundreds. Don't really see no competition. This look like a luncheon. Suggest you let me mind my business, catch you if you lunching. They love you all these years, but at the end you wasn't nothing. Look around, don't know who to trust. Not for real. Lately I've been paranoid. I gotta chill. Ask me how I feel, think I'ma tell you not for real. But I grind like I'm still unfulfilled. Present with poise, but I really got no chill. Far as blood, it ain't too thick to get spilled. They think I'm too cool to click, not for real. God ain't done with me yet, dog, I gotta heal. I ain't no run of the mill. Had to surround myself with steel. Yeah, I've been sharpening steel. Hard to feel hard feelings at all when I can hardly feel. Hard as hell, counting losses till you count the wins. If I could take the pain all over, swear I'd do it again. The way them hard times unlock me, little different, twin. If you don't understand my plight, then we just different men. If you can't understand my fight, then we got different hands. Yeah, different song. I'm talking about different dance. I'm talking about different tribe. I'm talking about different clan. Boy, I'm sticking to the coats to the bitter end. I'ma live and die by it till I'm ashes in a can. Look around, don't know who to trust. Not for real. Lately I've been paranoid. I gotta chill. Classic.
Yo, what up, Tez? How you feeling, brother? Come off mute, gang. I got you. Hold up. There you go.
Yeah, it's been a good day, man. I'm feeling good.
Yeah. 333. What up, Passport Code? Joe Jet 333. What's happening? Question one. Yeah. Look. What we talking about? What are we talking about?
It's McKinnon, bro.
Okay. What's up, McKinnon?
It's McKinnon.
Yeah.
That's McKinnon. Yeah.
What's going on? Luna, what's up? Everybody filing in. What's happening, man? Welcome to episode number 4 of The Human Experience with the Classic Codes and my dog, the TezDown.
Classic.
Yes, Lord. Wherever you tapping in from tonight, whether you watching us on the TezDown channel, the Raw Society Coalition channel, or the Classic Codes channel, make sure that you subscribe to all 3 tonight. It will add up to exactly $0. Tap in.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Yeah, we got a great show for y'all, so we're not gonna waste no time. Like, subscribe, do all the free stuff, and then rock out in the comments, man. We try to get to them all. Tez actually had a great live show today with a special guest. What was her name again, Tez? I don't want to call her wrong.
Is Mommy Bag Yo.
Yeah, mommy bag, dope conversation they had. I was able to catch up with most of it. I still got to finish it up, but we actually gonna react to part of that as our icebreaker for the evening, and then we gonna get into the meat and potatoes of our conversation today. But yeah, man, it's the human experience. So stick around for the stories, the humor, the real talk, all of it, the wisdom. And like my dog Ted said right there in the chat, don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. Turn us up, man. Even if you just passing through, turn us up. So we gonna begin with we're going to begin, like I said, with a segment from the TezDown, actually. So you're going to see him twice, double time on the screen right now. And he actually asked his guest today. Shout out to Roxy in the chat. What's up? Tez actually asked his guest today a dope question. So we're going to get into her her response and talk about it. Let's go.
Okay. That's a good answer. I got one more question before I, run our promos and decide when we're bringing you back.
Okay.
So this is going to be a tough one for you. Okay. I got one tough question of the day.
Let's go. I'm ready.
At what point do you decide that you no longer want to be independent and that you want to submit to a man?
Okay. That is a hard question. So I really like the way you phrased it though, because it's like kind of when I decide. I like that you put that in there because it would be kind of like when I decide. I would have to see like the man that I'm going to be submissive to is going to be able to even take control, because you don't want like someone who like you barely know and he's saying he has it and he needs this and that from you, and then turns out like that they were all cap, and now you've got to be independent but also like have now like that extra like hurt or whatever, whatever may come with it. So it would kind of have to be just, I would have to see consistency, financial stability, and just like, respect and love and commitment.
Okay. So last night on our Women's Queens panel, you were a little bit busy, but last night on our
I'm sorry.
It's all good. Last night on our Women's Queens panel, I introduced what I believe is a code that's been cracked. And the term of submission. So if you are a single person, a single mother, you're a sole provider, one of any of those situations where you run your household, I would hazard a guess that it'd be very difficult to give up control of that, especially the longer that you do it for.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody paying your bills but you. You gotta work. You gotta up that money. The kids say they want something, it's up to you. The animals want something, it's up to you. You cut the grass, you take the job. You wash the floors, you do all the laundry, and then you go to work and make all that money. And then you come back to the kid that's complaining about not having Voltron in their room. So you go, you get Voltron. So what I said was that the single mother, the longer that she's single, becomes the leader permanently.
Yeah, absolutely.
She becomes the leader in every relationship. She becomes the leader in the home. She is the default, the arbiter of decisions. And
I think let me say that I think every man needs a leader. I don't think men, no matter how mature they are, I think every man needs like a mature, like, I don't want to say a mature woman, but like they need that like mother role in their life. Because yeah, they can go and get it, but I feel like they also need like someone to help them, and like they're gonna be like the main like leader like when it comes to certain things. But I feel like in a household or in a home, there should always be a woman leading in the home. The man can lead like outside of the home.
So you're saying, so that's the first time that someone has brought that concept up on any of our channels. So you're saying that the woman is the inside the house leader,
Yeah.
The man is the outside the house leader. Can you care to expound on that?
Yeah, so I mean, like the man, like when we go out, obviously he's the one who needs to like lead, like where are we going, like what are we gonna do? But I think inside the home, every man needs like, and it's not a mother, but they need that leadership role from the woman that they're with to make it a home. Otherwise, it's just a man in a house. But once they get that woman in there and they have that like guidance from a woman, like, oh, let's decorate. This is what we're gonna have for dinner. This is gonna be like our everyday routines. Like I feel like men need that, because for them, they're just kind of like, if you tell them to go do something, they'll do it, but you have to tell them, like, what I mean?
I think what you're describing is being a homemaker.
Yeah.
All right, we'll stop it right there. Yeah, Ted. So how did you want to piggyback off of this? What up to everybody sliding through the chat? He said, classic taking notes. No, I'm not. I did great. Flip 333. What up, Roxy? The gas. But yes, I watched the tape, coach. I had 40 points, 10 rebounds, and 36 assists. I don't know what you're talking about. Soul said, see how he set her up with the elaboration. Yeah, I did too. Joe Jet, what up? Souls of Thought 333. Roxy, a caring, nurturing side of the woman can do the leadership within the house. Type shit. Souls of Thought. I'm finna talk. We finna get into what she said. Souls of Thought said he led her to her own grave, but he dig with her. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, I had 30, 30, and 30. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. Yeah.
Classic.
It's a triple, right?
Yeah, I watched the tape, coach.
Never done in history.
I watched the tape, coach.
Triple.
Yeah. The other team said I had 50. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
Yeah, but look, Tez. I disagree with everything she said, but great conversation. You know what I'm saying? I am always here to receive additional perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, we communicate to understand, not to agree. You feel me?
Here's a question. What didn't you like about what she said?
I mean, listen, the way she said it was pleasant. She was pleasant to listen to. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
okay.
The man is the leader, period. In the house, out the house, in the garage, in the driveway, on the side of the house, on the porch, in the den, in the attic, the basement. He the leader. I don't know what we talking about.
The next part of this, for those of y'all who didn't catch it,
yeah.
The next part of this is where I literally said, all right, then, I feel you. What happens when he says no?
Type shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, we spoke about this already though. What I'm discussing is what it's supposed to be, quote unquote, right?
Yeah.
We already cracked this code, like you said. That's over with.
Yeah.
That's over with. Men checking in.
Yeah.
Men giving their girl their GPS location.
Yeah. Phone password.
Phone password. Email password.
It started with smell test.
Facebook password. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. All that. Yeah.
It started with them smelling draws.
Smelling draws.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean,
bro? Like he used to come home. She go ahead and get a whiff real quick.
Oh yeah, checking it. Yeah.
It started with that. And then it progressed.
He said, "I will keep my opinions." No, you gave them. We disagree. You gave them. It's cool, but yeah, man. The leader should be the man. I think in the households that function the best, they run through male leadership. I think people get leadership confused, right? Because leadership doesn't mean that you're actually doing everything. You could be delegating, right? So being the leader, for example, the man and the woman sit down and they discuss finances and who's going to keep the books in the house and who's going to handle all of that and who's going to keep the records, who's going to do that part of the job, right? The man being the leader saying, hey, listen, I can do it. I don't want to. And you're actually pretty good at it. So we're going to let you handle that part of things. You feel me? That's still him. Right. But that's still him being the leader. He calling the play. You feel me? She helping to execute the play, but he's delegating the task to her. That is still leadership. If you look at VPs of companies, they're not taking many customer calls. They're not, doing a lot of hands-on groundwork. They're doing a lot of delegation.
Many don't take any. They have an entire department for that.
That's what I'm saying. So they're doing a lot of delegating, right? But they're still the leader. They calling the shots from up top and everybody else is being foot soldiers, but they're leading. You feel me? So I don't think that the women are the leaders inside the household. I think they have delegated tasks by the leader in the highest functioning households. Now, in today's time, we see that a lot of households wouldn't necessarily be the highest functioning households, right? People doing what they can and making do with what they got, and that is what it is. That's life. But are things ideal as a norm these days? I would say no.
No.
Yeah. So
no.
Yeah, I agree.
You have men out here working 80 hours a week at a regular job. That's not ideal. You got to work 14-hour days. The funny thing about it, I was thinking about this today. So this is, we're talking about the human experience. I'm saying how you experience humanity and how you experience life.
Mhm.
I was thinking about this today, and my mindset has shifted over the years.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, it used to be that you tell somebody, I worked 60 hours this week, and they look at you and they say, well, I worked 75. But both of y'all are failing to realize that you just gave away a big chunk of your life for what amounts to a check that's going to cover your bills and probably your bills only for the month. Even if your next check is play money, you still have to think about the fact that these exact same bills that are also man made are going to take that money that you just made. So essentially, when you get to the end of your life, you ask yourself, I spent 20 years paying for a house that I no longer live in. And I justified it by giving away my youth and my strength and my time away from my family for ultimately things that cannot extend my life. I would give anything now just to have 80 of those hours in my youth back. That is a very uncomfortable part of adulthood that I think, I don't know, indoctrinated into people. It is not a flex to work 80 hours a week. Don't get me wrong. It is admirable. It's admirable to say you're putting in all of this work. It's admirable and all of that's great. But 80 hours doing something that you don't love, you're giving away prime hours out of you, prime weeks, months, years of your life. It's something that ultimately will never serve you. So when you say to one of them, I can alleviate all of the things that don't serve you if you serve me. By doing that, I'm also serving you, but it's the way that it sounds to some people. For some people, it's about how it sounds, not about
Mm.
what it is. I focus less on how it sounds and how it is
Yeah.
because some things sound really, really good and they be really, really bad.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to be in a situation where things sound really, really good, but they're really, really bad. I'm tired of that part of life. I don't want to do that anymore.
Mm. Yeah. But yeah, you asked me what I mean, you asked me what I disagree with what she said. I just disagree with the whole leader in the house, leader outside the house. But at the same time, I disagree with it by just listening to her words. But if I'm understanding her sentiments, I can't necessarily say I disagree with her sentiments. Like, she's at the end of the day, at the root of it, she kind of was discussing gender roles and delegation of task and duties, which is normally, again, you can sit down and collaborate on those decisions, but where there are forks in the road, who has veto power?
That's what the next part was about. I said,
Right.
"What are you going to do?" when he says no?
So that
I mean, I will say, and this conversation has maybe further enlightened me in a way. I would say that maybe what she doesn't mean is leadership at all. I think that the term and the way it sounds and the way that it's colloquialized, especially in the Western world, means that, there has to, I have to have a stake in this. When in reality, being a homemaker is a stake. If
it
if you're
is.
if you're the homemaker, and I have, and let's say that I'm a husband, right? And let's go to the extreme here. Let's say that
Mm.
I'm a husband, and I look at my wife in the eyes, and I say, "Baby, I love you, and I trust you to make these decisions." She can go make any decision under that umbrella, and she can even take credit for making those decisions. But I believe what you're saying, and what I believe to be true, is that at the end of the day, I sanctioned it.
Yes. This is exactly what I'm saying.
So it's a perception problem. The
Yes.
perception is that being submissive is not the same as being subservient.
Right.
And I believe that when we talk about submission, the average person, including the male, expects subservience when submission and subservience are not the same thing.
Mhm.
But I'm the one that's crazy.
No, I mean, shoot, like I said, at the end of the day, sit down, watch Coming to America. You know what I'm saying? The first Coming to America with your girl or the woman that you courting. And at the very beginning of the movie, when he tells her, jump on one foot. You know what I'm saying? What did he tell her to do? She was like, ooh, ooh, ooh,
He said,
jump on.
I want you to jump on one foot, and then I want you to bark like a dog.
Yeah, bark like a dog. Yeah, she woof, woof, woof. And look,
a smaller dog.
hey, look, and when you watch that part with your lady or the chick you courting, and you start dying laughing, when she look at you and say, that's what y'all want, ain't it? When she look at you and say, that's what y'all want, ain't it? You look at her squarely in the eye.
You know what I'm gonna say? Because I've said it before.
Say
yes. Listen.
Listen. I'm gonna say not quite, but it's really close.
It's extremely close. I would not ask a woman to humiliate herself for my enjoyment.
Right, exactly. Right. Not this
humiliate herself for my enjoyment. I don't get anything out of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get anything. Look, this is why I would never believe in the quote unquote misogyny doctrine when it comes to like guys that are willing to have conversations with women. I never said that I wouldn't talk to a woman about what was going on. I never said that I wouldn't explain anything. What I'm saying is that if I don't have to and it's unnecessary, I would rather not. And in this case and situation, the path of least resistance is somebody that will do what you request of them, especially when it's not a request. And I totally understand it, ladies. I understand not wanting to listen because somebody else could not step up to the plate. And I'm a big believer that batters with short bats should probably stand a little bit closer to the plate. But if you a big batter, you back in the box, you rested, you might even have an open stance because you're going to knock it out the park anyway. That's just how it works. I'm not butting here. I'm swinging for the fences. And in relationships, I would like to alleviate you of your tiredness, your pressure. I would like to alleviate you of the pain of leadership. Now, there might not be very many men like me. There might not be, and that might be an excuse. But if there aren't very many men like me, then maybe I should just take care of more than one of you. That's a conversation for another day.
Interesting that you brought that up. So great segue. Let's kill these comments and move on, man. It's interesting that you. Wow, look, Tez has no idea where we're going today. I love it when a plan comes together, man. I love it when a plan comes together. Let's catch up on the chats, man. Let's catch up. Souls of Thought said, "I will keep my opinions." Joe Jet said, "I will let you be bossy, but you ain't leading nothing."
Shout out Joe Jet. Joe Jet been showing up everywhere lately.
Yeah, Joe Jet popping out, man. He outside. McKinnon said, "Boy, given the number of CEOs I've worked with, I'd rather work with a woman CEO than a male CEO any day of the week and twice on Sunday, laughing my ass off." Yeah, you got it. You like what you like. Hell no. You like what ethnicity is the woman?
That does
and it matter. And it matter. Don't tell me race don't matter. In that particular situation, you talking about working under a woman boss, the ethnicity 100% matters.
It always matters.
On my soul, it matters. Absolutely.
I hate to say that. I hate to say it, but
yeah, probability versus possibility all day long. Yeah, Passport Sco said, "I don't see anything wrong with her having my location." Hey, you like what you like. Hey, listen, I'm here for all perspectives, chat. We are not here to agree. We are here to understand. Now we know there's a man in existence that's cool with his GPS out in the streets. Y'all can't say they don't exist. All right.
I know plenty.
Yeah. Roxy, would you do that, Tez?
Do what?
I'm not sure what she was referring to at the time. Yeah. When do you think that should happen? Dating or cohabitating? We're gonna pin that. We'll do that for chat Q&A. I got a star on it. We'll come back. Passports go. If you're not doing anything wrong, there shouldn't be a reason she doesn't even check my location like that to begin with. There's nothing wrong with making sure your partner is safe. I ain't no women protected men, Sco. I ain't gonna hold you. Like if you in a jam, what's she gonna do? Respectfully though. What's she gonna do? Like you are the protection. So how is she protecting you? Conversations with Soft Rain, late to the party, but I'm here. What's up, Rain? McKinnon said 2 white women CEOs, 2 black women CEOs, and 1 Asian woman CEO. Oh, you like
same time?
How you got all them CEOs? How, like you must be a.
I mean, McKinnon is in marketing.
I was gonna say you must be a contractor or some type of sales.
McKinnon is in marketing. I mean,
yeah.
So McKinnon, being someone who has a marketing background as well, I got a lot of backgrounds, guys. Stop asking questions, but I will say I understand McKinnon's standpoint there, and it's more about the when it comes to marketing is geared towards women. All of it. I hate to say that, guys, but women spend money at a clip faster than any of us could ever imagine, more than the rappers.
Facts.
You know, the entire economic model of the United States and capitalism in general is based upon marketing towards women. It was not for men. There was entire companies like Sears Roebuck who made billions and were one of the Fortune 500 companies for over 100 years because they marketed to women.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just say this in response to like what we talking about as far as the CEOs. It's a difference between working with them and working under them. So like if you work a job where you deal with CEOs, but you're not a superior to them, right? You're not under their umbrella. You're dealing in sales, and so you go in and talk to them about doing some numbers, doing some business. That's different from being a subordinate. So that's your POV a little different. So I can see where you come from. I can see where you come from.
When it comes to sales and marketing.
Sure. Yeah,
they are so much easier to deal with sales and marketing because they buy without question.
That's agreeable.
Yeah.
And women are a little bit looser with other people's credit cards.
They buy. I'll tell you this much right now.
This the company card. Swipe.
Who do you think? Now I run a small sales company. You know this. We talked about this. In my business of sales, when I'm selling my stuff, who do you think buys more from me, men or women?
Probably women.
I sell probably 70% more to women than I do to men. And it has nothing to do with the amount of people that I talk to. Because I talk to more men at a longer clip. And I'm telling you, the women will buy, bro, and they buy in bulk.
Yeah. McKinnon said they're definitely more receptive to marketing, but when I work with the women CEOs, we actually review data and strategic decisions. Male CEOs will drop $15,000 on a duck hunt. That was fun. 0 ROI. Hey,
that's that decompression cost. We talked about that in one of my shows. That's decompression cost.
Yeah, I'll cover that in the code language too. That's fire. Laughing my ass off. We do like to shop, but I, for one, only do when life ain't being disrespectful and a budget safely allows. Only even spent my own money. I feel that. McKinnon said also 2 of those women CEOs I worked under, 1 black, 1 white, in hygiene and 1 in construction.
Great places.
Hey, that's what's up. I got horror stories for that, but it's a little off topic for the night. But yeah, I got horror stories for that. We're gonna come back to
it. Mine weren't CEOs. I think the CEO was a different level.
Yeah. Thank you for being a part of the conversation, though, for sure. We appreciate you. Chat 333 move.
Supervisors and middle managers.
You said supervisors and middle managers?
So I've never worked under, I don't think I've ever worked under a woman CEO. I have worked under supervisors and middle managers. Like even the upper middle management is still middle management, and you can tell. And, it wasn't very pleasant for me for a couple of different reasons. I think one of them had to do with the fact that like I'm not very personable at work. Whereas like, and I don't mean personable as in like I'm not pleasant. I mean like I'm not going to have a personal relationship with you on any level if I'm at work with you. Like if I'm at work with you, we cool. Like I'll say what's up. I'll talk to you for a little bit, but like if you ask me like a personal question, you're not getting a personal answer. This is my job, and I don't want to be here, and I don't want to go hang out at Bennigan's or Chili's afterwards.
Yeah.
I
I
just
feel
had
you on that.
yeah. I'm going home. I've been at work for all these hours already. Why I'm about to give you 2 more hours at Chili's? They're gonna think
Yeah.
we friends. We're not friends because you can fire me. We're not friends.
Yeah, there's nothing you're gonna say to me now. I mean, at Bennigan's that you couldn't say to me for the 9 hours I just spent here. You know what I'm saying? You should have got it off your chest. You know, whatever it
Yeah,
was. If you wanted to talk sports, you should have stopped me and told me, you know, fuck the Cowboys or whatever you was gonna say, and I could have told you I don't care. We got the money on. Because that's my response. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I feel you, Tez. I feel you. Let's
I'm not,
move into the.
it's not,
Oh,
not
go
being a
ahead.
dick. Yeah, it's not being a dick or anything. It's just it's literally just I have different parts of my personality, and I don't like mixing my work personality with my fun personality because I like the two to be separate. I like to be able to take work off. Like it's funny because we make jokes about me and work all the time. But when I take my uniform off, I'm not the guy that was in the uniform. I truly believe that.
Well, before we move forward, you started off by saying you prefaced your statement by saying it's not being a dick. Um, Let me challenge that. Wouldn't you say being stern on your boundaries in life requires being a dick?
A lot of them, yes.
So why did you feel the need to like? I don't even. It rolled off the tongue. It seemed like it was subconscious. Why did you feel the need to disclaimer not it's not being a dick before you
I
said
think
what
it's
you said?
taken that way. That's why.
Well, that's
It's
what it
both.
is. It could
It's
be both,
taken.
bro.
Well, it's
If
I'll say it this way.
mhm.
Not just the stern part of it, but a lot of that is the perception of disrespect in the behavior or the lack of valuing the situation of the people. I don't not I don't fail to value any of those people. I've valued my coworkers. I've valued the people that have helped me stay safe and the people that I've kept safe. I valued the people that I worked with at the warehouse when I worked at the warehouse. I did all that. I just think that the perception is, being a jerk and not necessarily just being stern, but also disrespecting the fact that like, oh, we're nothing to him. That's not the case.
I don't think you can have one without the other, bro. If you're gonna be serious about holding your boundaries, people gonna see you as an asshole or you know what I mean, or a dick or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Some people gonna see you that way. Like if you're gonna be serious about your boundaries, that's just what it is. I think people who can't take being checked don't do much checking. Like
Uh,
people who get overly sensitive when they're being checked, because think about it like this: if you're a person who demands the respect of your boundaries, then when people hold their boundaries with you gonna respect it.
uh, did you just crack a coke?
I mean, I feel like I talked about this before, but possibly, but it's just true. Like, you know, I just think like if you hold your boundaries, when people hold their boundaries, you respect it. Before you're offended, you actually respect what that. Oh, you just drawing a line. I get it. Because look, why would I get offended? Because when I want to draw a line with you, I want you to take it as easy as I'm about to take it. You see what I'm saying? When
Mhm.
you like, if I overstep with you, Tez, you like, hey man, I don't want to talk about that. Hey, tenfold. So when I have to tell you, hey man, you going too far, I want the same tenfold.
You to get
I
10
don't want all the extra resistance and shit. You see what I'm
That's the
saying?
precedence, right?
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like that's when treat others how you want to be treated kind
yeah.
of should be applicable type shit.
I
In
think
my
it is.
opinion. In my
I think it
opinion,
is.
yeah.
My glasses need to be cleaned.
Yeah, I was wiping
Yeah,
mine down too. That glare get crazy.
yeah.
Passport Skull said mine has no problem listening that first one had problems following, but this one follows very well. I'm happy for you, Skull. You always speak about your wife with deep reverence.
Can
That's
I ask
commendable.
him a question if
Yeah,
he's
go
still
for
listening?
it. Go for it.
So Sco, when you say you put that back up there, what he just said, please.
Yeah.
He said mine has no problem listening. The first one had problems following, but this one follows very well. Uh, it might be a little bit um, out of the blue, but do you afford her these comforts, as we call them, these modern comforts of GPS location and passwords? Do you do that because you're obligated to do it, or you do that because she has earned the ability for you to give her a little bit extra than what even if she doesn't need it?
I'm gonna go to the rest of the chat while he explains. Passport Skull said mine concealed carry. I'm glad she holding, bro. She need pepper spray too. Roxy said if she don't got that already, keep both. Roxy said it's conducting yourself in a professional manner. People don't always get that. Roxy, I ain't gonna lie to you, that's a myth. Like every listen, let's just before we move into our next topic, we kind of in the middle just having some banter here. I'm cool with it. I got time. Tez, you got time. So
I don't have anything to do.
Yeah, we let the flow show. We let the show flow. But I can say this, Roxy, in every single workplace, they fucking.
Every one of them.
Every workplace.
Every one of them.
Jewel Osco, Walmart, the corporate office, the warehouse, the UPS workers, the drivers.
Every one of them.
The truck drivers at the truck stops, the every single working industry, they fucking.
Anytime there's fraternization,
men and women work in the same proximity, it's going down. Now, listen, does everybody participate? No. Absolutely not. No. Some don't because they can't, and some don't because they don't want to. But in the environment in general, it's up there. You know what I'm saying? It's up there. The schools, your kids' schools, the teachers, they up there hunching. You know what I'm saying? It's
natural.
It's happening. Yeah. Roxy said they might, but not me. No, for sure. Like I acknowledge it's not everybody.
You spend 55 plus hours with anybody, they gonna get upgraded a couple points.
Yeah, you definitely have people who go to work, get their money, and go home. For sure. That exists for sure.
Spray these, but they're good for now.
Yeah, you cool. It's much better though. But yeah, man, so it is what it is. Let's I think we got a smooth transition here. Let's move to the next subject. We got a TikTok video. This brother says that men actually are complicated. One of our favorite things to say on YouTube is how simple we are, right? Men are simple and we don't desire or require much. Well, this gentleman has a different take. Tez has not seen this video in its entirety. I've seen about half of it, but this is about to get interesting, chat. Let's roll.
We watching it.
Men are very complicated.
Go ahead, Tez. Sorry.
We watching it now.
Oh, yeah. Let's get it.
Men are very complicated. Men are very complicated. And it really bothers me that so many men have adopted this lie that men are simple. And ladies, all you got to do is a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of that and a little bit of this. And that's all we need. We simple. We don't ask for much. That's a lie. That's a lie from the pits of hell. Because you have a lot of women out here that's willing to do the simple things, but that ain't enough. You're going to find a way to F that up. You're going to find a way to F that off. And it bothers me how we have so many men that will try to say men are simple. We don't ask for a lot. But then you try to justify needing more than one woman. Like, how does that work? Ain't one woman enough? I thought we were simple, right? I thought we were simple. Why do you need more than one woman? Adding more than one woman to the equation complicates things. And you want to try to say that yet you are a simple man. Men are simple. Any man that feels like he needs more than one woman is a complicated man. Any man that feels like he needs more than one woman is a very highly complicated man. And I'm gonna make the argument that if you're a man and you feel like you can't find a woman out at all, you can't find a woman out here with at least 80% of what you're looking for and make that work, you complicated. All these women out here, and you mean to tell me you can't find you a woman and sit down? You complicated, bro. Something's wrong with you. Like I say all the time, women ain't perfect, but you're not as simple as you think you are. You complicated. Men.
Tez, I need to play it again. Are you good?
Oh, I like what he just said.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Let's talk, man. If you desire more than one woman, something is wrong with you.
I don't think there's anything wrong with a person that desires it. I think that it's natural.
Men are complicated.
I don't think
what's up, man? Talk to me, Tez.
I don't think simplicity is what encompasses the male experience. I think that there are simple elements to the male experience. I think there are simple elements, but being a man, come on now. To say it's simple is to disregard the fact that a lot of people are failing at it. If it was so simple, why is everybody failing at being a man? Why can't they find good ones?
No, not is being a man complicated. Are men complicated to deal with? That's what he's talking about.
Oh
He's
no,
talking about, are we complicated? He's calling us complicated to deal with.
no.
He's not talking about is the act of being a man a complicated thing. That's not what he's talking about.
Oh, then no. I'm gonna have to say no. Men are not complicated. Not in that aspect.
He just, do you even run it back? Was you listening to him for
I
real?
was listening to him.
He said, bro, he said, if you're so simple, why do you desire multiple women? He said you should be able to find one woman that got 80% of what you want, and men are complicated. I cooked this up for you, bro. I figured you would have a lot to say about it, but hey, maybe not. Listen,
I've been pushed back a little bit on him.
You always pushing polygyny. He said something wrong with you.
Well, he can think what he wants, but if it's sanctioned by God, his beef was with God, not me. Same as they beef can be with God and not me. Now I do understand colloquial norms, as we talked about earlier today. Colloquial norms means that that's not a thing for most of us.
Mm-hmm.
That means that even if it is a thing, it might not be sanctioned by your family, the people around you, the church that you go to, the job that you might have might cost you because of it. But I'm kind of believer in that. Like, look, man, I'm tired of seeing tired mothers. I feel for them.
Mm-hmm.
Women, I wish y'all wasn't so tired. I wish y'all had a helping hand. I wish that y'all had another woman to help you do that stuff that you don't want to do by yourself. A best friend, even.
Mm.
I wish that was a thing for you guys. Unfortunately, the way that society has it made is it's not acceptable, and most of you have been conditioned to believe that you need to be somebody's one and only, and that's fine. There are plenty of men that don't want to deal with more than one woman. There are plenty of men that will choose to deal with only one woman because of the colloquial acceptance that we've dealt with over the last, I don't know, 70, 80 years, 100. But I'm going to tell you, there has been a time in recent history, and even still going on in this world right now, where that's not a problem for anyone.
Listen, I'm gonna push back on this guy on everything he's saying. I disagree with every word he said. I understand where he's coming from. I understand the men who have this perspective, but that's why we did our live stream on who's the real war between. Because I don't consider this gentleman here. He's pandering, but he's taking the position of like a traditional man. But it's pandering though.
It is.
Like for sure. Like, listen, okay. If you're a man, you have male hormones, you feel the exhilaration and the feelings that men deal with in our nature, in our essence. Whether you have tamed your actions and your behaviors and your thought processes or not, whether you have tamed those things or not, you still understand that part of manhood. With that being said, you understand how uncommon discipline is. It doesn't matter how common discipline should be. We're talking about what it is. Most men, the average man, they say scientifically, the average man can't do 10 push-ups clean.
No, he can't.
That's crazy to me. So again, you understand how uncommon discipline is. You understand the nature of manhood, but you'll spew the rhetoric of how could you even desire, if you even desire, not even trying to go through with it. He shamed desiring it. If you even desire multiple women, something's wrong with you, is what he said. I disagree with this man with my whole heart. I disagree. And this is the crazy part. What about when your woman wants the help? What about when your woman saying, hey, you ain't found a sister wife yet? Oh, he ain't think about those women. He didn't know they exist because he's pandering for the poom poom, so he never met one of them.
Classic.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I had a situation. Classic. I had a situation where I was dating this chick, and she came to me and she said, I like being with you. You are great, but I don't think that I can give you everything that you need. And I said, what do you mean? You're doing a good job. She goes, you are wearing me out in more ways than one.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, am I just asking for too much? She said, not exactly. I think that with you, that's just the way you're built. She goes, I'm not built like that. She goes, I need you to go get you like a second person. She said it to me straight up. I need you to go get you a second person. Now, at first, I was offended because I was conditioned to believe that she's supposed to be able to do all of this stuff, but she was very honest about what she wanted me to do.
Because she was tired, Tez.
She was exhausted.
Tired.
She was exhausted, and
she's sleepy
like,
right now.
This was the time she was a single mom of two. She was divorced. Like she was just tired, bro.
Which part of her back used to give her trouble?
Right, that lower lumbar.
That lower lumbar. Yep. Yeah. Come on, chat.
That lower lumbar, bro.
I ain't never. Come on.
I massaged her back. Like I was really nice to her too. But she told me straight up, like, I need you to go ahead and get somebody else. I don't need to know about it per se, but like, it's fine if you do this. Like, I would not hold it against you. Don't stop treating me the way you treat me. But like, if you need to go do something else,
listen, Tez. I never seen a group of people need so much help and don't want none. I never seen. I'm only gonna do this once. It's unprecedented.
I rejected her offer because I thought I was being noble.
Because you at that point you didn't have your glasses yet.
No.
You still was under the veil.
Blue light was coming in.
You still was under the veil.
You know, if somebody said that to me now, I'd probably be like,
I understand, and I'm grateful that you understand.
Like this might be difficult for me. It might not be. It might be difficult for me, and they're not you. But if this is what you want, I gotta give you what you want.
I'm only gonna do this once.
It's for you. But that's what it is, though. I don't even want to get into. I just disagree with everything he said. You know what I'm saying? I thought that you were gonna have more of a gross disagreement, but hey, you know, anticipation kills you sometimes.
I'm kind of offended, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not by you. I'm kind of offended by him and the way that you like. I can't see the chat, so if you got something, put it up there. But the way that this man just like, I don't know if he did this. Was this TikTok, right? So yeah, he was pandering. And listen, I totally understand societal norms, but I also understand what worked forever until societal norms changed. And yes, please do not try to talk to me about, recent history when there's a whole lot more than just recent history. 100 years in the span of humanity is nothing. Zilch. Zilch. It does not mean anything. You can't tell me, okay, something worked for 10,000 years, and then for the last 100, we decided to go do away with it. And people are definitely not happier.
No, for sure.
And so, it's semantics to me. Now, I'm not saying that everybody should go out there and marry 3 women. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, if we look at the demographic of everything that's going on wrong in the world right now, the complaints of our counterparts and the desires, and so here, okay, top 3 complaints. He don't do enough for me. He cheats. I catch him talking to other women. Number 4, he want me too much all the time. I'm not a machine. Okay, we could continue, but those are the top complaints. Or the worst one, when y'all are married and he's like, I'm bored because you're not doing some stuff that he wants you to do. This is a hard thing to say, guys. I don't like saying it out loud because it puts a lot of pressure on somebody else, but I would be remiss if I didn't tell the truth. The average married person that I see having this problem, especially the married woman, is because one of them is bored and not getting what they desire. That's just how it goes. If he stops getting what he wants or what he desires, you're not going to get anything that you want because that's just how men are. You're not going to get nothing you want if that man's not happy. I know that sucks to hear, On the vice versa, men, we don't really get what we want, even when y'all are happy. There are so many men that work themselves to death trying to impress women, and they're not ever getting any reciprocity. They're not happy. So trying to say that it's not a simple solution, the original solution is folly. It's the original solution. He's wrong. He feels a certain way. He's in his feelings. He's wrong. And yeah, I get it. In a utopian society, all I need is you. Guess what? This is not a utopia. It's not a utopia. I can choose to settle. That's about it.
I think he's working against us, to be honest with you. Rain said, y'all are not simple. I disagree, Rain. Passport Skull said, yes, she earned it. He said she got mace, a blade, mini baseball bat, all of that, all alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. There's no violence endorsed on this channel. Cassie said, hey, I made it in. What's up, Cass?
What's up, Cassie?
What's going on? Let's see. Conversation with Soft Rain said, what are a simple man's requirements? I mean, most men are simple. You know what I'm saying? Some food, you know what I'm saying? Some morning top.
Classic.
That's about it, man. Some food, some morning top, and just know when to be quiet, know when it's a good time to talk. That's that's really it, Yeah, don't over complain. Indigo, what up? Yeah, I sense pandering. Who actually is his audience? I don't know that he has a big audience. That's crazy. I don't know that he got a big audience. I had to look into it. Besides morning head per classic. No, if you covering that base, that's a good foundation. You know what I'm saying, Soft Rain?
That is an excellent foundation.
That's a great foundation to start with.
It's hard to be upset after that.
Yeah, it's very difficult for the day to go awry, if you will. But yeah, man, I disagree with Buddy, but I thought it was interesting to find a man to call men complicated. Maybe he's complicated, but he's gonna have to speak for himself on that one. But we appreciate that. We appreciate the perspective it made for some good conversation. We gonna move, man. Moments that make men monsters. We gonna slide over to this was actually sent over by the TezDown. Shout out to my dog Tez. He sent this one over for us to review with our dog Channing.
We like Tez.
Channing, what's his last name?
I forgot his last name,
bro. Yeah, Channing. We finna tap in with bro. And
she said per classic. That's funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Morning. Yeah. Just get him situated, and then all else, everything take care of itself from there.
If you start the day well.
Yeah, I truly believe that. All right, let's see what bro talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You sent this to me.
Yeah, he dope.
Monster. Mm-hmm. Because I didn't have a name. I didn't go from King to Kmart.
Yeah.
But like Fred said, if you meet me, I'm a nice dude. If you don't know me, there was a time because I told a story before to them when I got locked up one time for fighting. Just you call me a bitch in the club, I'm punching you in the face.
For sure.
I'm sure you go by that. if I come from Atlanta, I got to Gainesville, go to UF, and they'll call people bitches just real willy-nilly. Call me a bitch, I'm gonna punch you in the face. And I get locked up. Yeah. And when I get out of jail the next day, I read in the Alligator, the student newspaper, they should lock him in a cage and let him out on Saturday morning to play football. And bro, I remember at that moment, I know in my mind, I got to a point, I was like, man, the hell with what everybody thinks. I'm gonna go out here and bust some ass on the field, and I'm not caring about nobody's opinion of me for the rest of my life. That was my turning point. So I think that's when my monster was created. I call it the monster because I didn't have a name. I didn't go from King to Kmart.
Yeah.
But like Fred said,
let's talk about it, Tez. Moments that make men monsters. I thought this was a unique one that you sent me because this one didn't involve a woman at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oftentimes on our platforms, we talk about men's dealings with women and how that can turn them into monsters and things like that. But his story didn't involve that at all. It involved him seeing the perception that his behavior, begat him, and him making a conscious decision to want to do something different. But by him talking about being a monster, he's referring to it in a productive way, a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I became focused and I became a monster about my goals. You know what I'm saying? This was interesting. I think it was a unique take on the concept of men being made into monsters. I'll start on this one and just say that I think that any of the rough patches or hard times that our poor decision making due to whatever leads us or get us, I think can make us positive and productive monsters if we just learn to transmute the energy. Because that's all he did. He's talking about energy transmutation, right? He read the way they discussed him in that newspaper and he didn't like it. And he took that emotion and used it as fuel to go be great versus like fuel to be mad at the world. He didn't lean into being a victim or being victimized. He didn't take the woe is me, I'm black, they portray me a certain way and putting their foot on my neck. If I was white, they wouldn't write about me like this. He didn't do none of that. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna go be better. I'm finna get real fucking serious about what I got going on. I think this was fire for you to see. And what did it make you think when you saw it? What made you send it?
Well, I mean, it's just that. Like there are so many things in your life that should be negative, and you can turn them into W's. You can turn them into like, okay, for example, right? If I have a chip on my shoulder for whatever reason, let's say I had a chip on my shoulder since I was in high school. Let's just start there because that's where most chips develop, right? I got a chip on my shoulder since high school. The guy that they was touting above me didn't do nothing in the sport. And I had to go out there, start in D3, work my way up, go to camps, unsponsored, all of that. Some people might say, well, that's so sad. Well, is it sad after I made it? Or is this just part of my origin story? Like, I had to do a lot. Any man would have to do a lot to get where he wanted to go. But how bad did he really want it? And sometimes you got to turn the up if you want to get where you think you should be. The road less traveled is the road less traveled for a reason, but it's still a road, and you had to drive it. But it's got potholes, it's got brush. You might have had to jump a river or two, but it's still a road, and you still gonna get there. And you just got to be a lot. But by the time you get there, you're gonna be a lot stronger than the guy that had the smooth pavement. You're gonna be a lot stronger than the guy that had the smooth pavement. The silver spoon, so to say. His bones are made of glass. Your bones are hardened. Your wits are sharpened. You're gonna be a little bit sharper than the guy that didn't have no opposition. So when you lose, and you will lose. When you lose, you're not about to cry. You're about to come back next week and say, you know what? Like you just said, I'm putting up 30. I don't care if I got to put up 30. I have to put up 30.
Yeah.
Well, I got beat 28-26. I got to put up 30 this time because he put up 28. I got to put up at least 30. 30 might turn into 40. 40 might turn into 50. 50 might turn into 60. It might turn into the Hall of Fame. But what was me is never going to put up numbers.
What's a situation not involving a woman where you feel like it made you into a productive monster?
I got fired from my job.
Mm-hmm.
I got fired from my job right around the time that the pandemic was starting.
Mm-hmm.
I got fired from my job. I had a little cushy little position for a little sports team. And I could talk too much about that right now, but I had a nice little cushy position for a little sports team. My TV show got canceled that I was cast in. The movie that I was in wasn't going to come out because they couldn't finish it. I wasn't making anything. And I was like, I'm backed up into a heart, but I got a brand new baby. Like I got a whole house to take care of. Like I worked my way all the way up to get all this stuff, and now we ain't got no sports. They definitely don't need my type of player when we ain't got no sports. I got to figure out what I'm going to do next. And so I took a lot of tests. I got a lot of training. I got into a field that I had previously been in, in a different part of my life, but I got in there and I was unstoppable, and I made a lot of money. I was able to move. I was able to buy new cars, and now mind you, possessions is not the moral of the story. The moral of the story is I was able to provide because, I got serious about I'm not losing. I might have lost the quarter. The game's not over yet. You whooped my ass that quarter. Yeah, you did. Life, you got me. You got me. You might have knocked me down twice in the second round too, but you knocked me out. I gotta come back a little bit stronger. Hey, put some of that ice down my back. You know what I'm saying? Put some of that ice down my back. Let's go ahead and reset, recharge. Digging deeper than I ever dug before, because you ever got knocked down?
No.
I'm gonna tell you, like I ain't never got knocked down in a fight.
Well, in football, but not in boxing.
Yeah, well, your football counts. I never got knocked down in boxing, but in football, I got knocked down. I got knocked down in football. I done got cracked. You know what I'm saying? As they call it.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I done had the blind side hit, one you didn't see coming, the one you couldn't brace for.
For sure.
And it feel like somebody just, flip planet Earth upside down.
Yeah, feet fly off the turf. Yep.
You don't really know where you at. You know what I'm saying? Like it take you a second to get your bearings back.
Yeah.
There are some guys who get hit and they don't get up. But the guy that got right back up, the next play, he putting somebody else down, or he might score. Or if you're on defense, you best believe somebody about to feel what they just did to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know this very well.
No, for
you know
sure.
this very well.
For sure. I'm gonna get your jersey number.
Y'all didn't let me get away with nothing.
I just got to get your. All I need is your jersey number, bro.
Y'all didn't let me get away with nothing.
Hey, listen, it's fair game. I just need his jersey number. Who was that did that to me?
Hey, coach, what's up?
It was 6. Okay, I got you 6.
That mentality, well, it sounds. Well, isn't that revenge? No, it's just fair game. That's part of the game.
Yeah.
And if it's part of the game for me to get knocked down, it's part of the game for me to knock back.
You fucking right.
Ain't nothing meek about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I turned the other cheek. That's so I could dodge the slap you was trying to throw. Don't worry, I got an uppercut coming. Bet you won't do it again. And if you do, better knock me out permanently.
Yeah.
If that don't happen, it's boss up time. Time to unleash the monster, unleash the beast. Let it out. Let it run wild.
Take yourself off the leash.
Yeah. You gotta succeed, right?
Yeah.
You have to. What other choice is there? Why are you even playing if you don't want to win?
Did you burn bridges while your monster was being productive? Did you burn bridges?
Yes.
Ain't it crazy how that worked?
Bridges that I never really wanted to burn, but I had a choice to make. Keep these bridges and stay exactly where I'm at, or burn these bridges and elevate.
Mm.
And I will tell you again, elevation is the goal, and I have never been shy about it. The goal is elevation. I don't want my kid or children to experience what I had to experience, what my grandparents had to experience, what my father had to experience. I don't want that for them. And if I can do anything within my power to make sure that they don't, that is what I'm going to do, even if it means running you over.
I'm positive you've had multiple moments that have made you into, a monster in the way that we're speaking about it. But I appreciate you sharing one of the ones that you're willing to share. I'm sure there's, multiple. I'll share one of mine. I could say, I'm just picking one because there's multiple for me as well. But one of the ones I'm willing to share is sports, man. I think that how my sports career played out overall, it turned me into a very productive monster. Just and not even this ain't no woe is me and no shit like that, but I just summarized the shit. If anyone ever, well, Cortez, you can actually vouch for this. If anyone actually only ever played against me wearing my high school uniform, they've never seen me play basketball. Anybody who's ever hooped with me in an uncontrolled environment, we just hooping. It's no no coach telling me if I do this or do that, they're gonna sit me on the bench and shit like that. No shackles. We all free to do what we want out here. Then you've seen me play basketball.
And rugby class was different.
For sure. So like, and this ain't no sob story. I started my varsity years. I wasn't like no failure, none of that shit. I played in college, all that shit. But what I'm saying is, I learned once I got to the varsity high school level, and especially at the college level, I learned that actually being, for the first time in my life, actually, I learned that being good enough at something isn't good enough. Like
Being
that,
good enough is not good enough.
yeah, that doesn't even matter for real. Like the politics was the real trump card. And I learned that like the hard way. And it's crazy because I saw, looking back at it, hindsight is so crazy because it's 2020. I saw a lot of other people have to get that realization much younger than I did. So up until that point, I was always big for my age. So when I started playing football before basketball. When I started playing football, I always played up because I was bigger than the kids my age. So I never played with kids my age at all. At no point at all. When I got to high school, I got moved up. I never played with kids my age in football.
You were on the freshman team for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's it. And I was gone. Shit was over with.
Like
Soon as they sent, because I went on vacation, I would have never played freshman. I went on vacation. When I came back from vacation, I practiced with y'all for like 2 weeks, and they was like, "Yep, you gone." Went straight to JV. Yeah, shit was over with. I never played with kids my age. That shit was like slow motion to me. You feel me? So, and this ain't even to toot my own horn. So what I'm saying is, up until that point in my life, being the best player at your position on the team got you the playing time. That was it. It was cut and dry. I show up. I show I'm the best. I play. That's it. When I got to varsity high school, I started, right? But the turbulence throughout the varsity years, and then when I got to college, it showed me like being better than the people in front of you don't even matter at this level.
It doesn't matter.
He a junior. He a junior. He started. It don't matter. Before you even step foot on campus and move your drawers into your dorm room, it don't matter. He's starting. Yeah, bro, he's starting. It's his spot. I don't care if Michael Jordan show up in this bitch. He's starting, bro. It's his spot. Like, it don't matter. And when I learned that politics were the trump card, and like your work ethic, your skills, your ability to actually help the team in a greater way than the person in front of you, it's the wait your turn game. When I got hit in the chest with that shit, that's when I was like, all right, as a grown-ass man, it's time to turn to, this is a metaphor, individual sports. You see what I'm saying?
That's why I quit baseball. I quit baseball at that school because of that. And everyone that's ever seen me play baseball, they know how good I am at the sport. Yeah. Baseball was my true love. Yeah. I loved baseball. I quit because of the politics. Yeah. And I'm not going to be shy about it. I quit because of the politics, and I went to the track and field, which is the same season as baseball. I went to track and field, and I became an All-American as a sophomore.
You know why? Because can't nobody stop you from winning your race.
Nobody.
It ain't nothing nobody could do. The only thing they could do is somehow prevent you from lining up. If they can't prevent you from lining up, your fate is your own. It's up to you.
They tried. You were there. You weren't on the team, but you were there. They tried.
Yeah, I was at the track meet. That's what
they would keep me out of certain things, and then I would go and destroy like
whatever. Yeah.
It was so funny. So there was a guy. I'm not gonna say his name out loud. There was a guy. He was a senior. He was really, really, really good. And there was a younger dude. I'm gonna say his name because he deserves it. There was a younger dude named Raymond, and me and Raymond kept getting passed up for these older guys on this track team. And me and Raymond were the best guys on that team. I will tell you guys the truth. We were the best guys on that team. We had the most upside. We were the youngest. We did the most events. Doing the most events in track and field means you pull in the most points. Track teams don't win just because you take first. They win because of points. If you take 15 second places but 3 first places, you don't win the event. You're going to win the event because you got more points. So, me and him were the highest point getters on our team, and they were trying to pass us up for things. What did we do? In our respective races, we went and we broke the school record in two successive heats. We broke the records. First him, and then me right after in the 400. And then at that point, we became undeniable. Raymond never saw another JV or sophomore race or freshman race. I never saw any of that ever again after that.
Yeah, you can't do anything about it, bro. The numbers are the numbers. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing about individual sports. But I would say that's what like that's what made me into a monster. I'm glad you could definitely relate to it. Like it made me really want to take my energy, my drive, my ambition, my work ethic, and put it towards something that somebody else can't deny me of for whatever
when you got the numbers.
Yeah, not just in general, right? So like,
Yeah.
okay, my music, like, can't nobody take it from me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't, yeah, there's nothing you can do. You can't stop it, right? I decided to put my energy into shit that people can't strip from me for political reasons or prejudices or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I decided to focus my energy on things like that. And since then, like we're talking about becoming a productive monster, that's really what it's been for me. Like, I'm willing to collaborate. I'm willing to, you know, be on teams and shit like that because I done spent so much time knowing and learning how to do for myself. I know, like, okay, if I collaborate, like, regardless of how it go,
You're gonna win regardless.
my train, that motherfucker it's on the tracks. It don't, you know, feel me? Like, it don't even, no matter what. So like, I decided to become a locomotive at that point, bro. Like the slapping hands and slapping fives and bumping shoulders and the good job bros and all that shit. It didn't get me nowhere because favoritism at the end of the day was going to be the trump card. It's what I learned. And if you look at pro sports, it's like that all the way up into the pros, all the way up into the NFL, all the way up into the NBA. There's 2s and 3s or even practice squad guys that'll cook the fucking starters somewhere in the league, in every league. But the politics.
Look at Harold Fannin.
Yeah.
Harold Fannin was on the practice squad. And he was one of the, I'm going to tell y'all this story. So if y'all don't know about this, Harold Fannin was on the practice squad. He was signed to the practice squad and he was playing. He was one of the only receivers that made sure that he got time in with Shedeur Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
And when Shedeur Sanders got elevated, he elevated Harold Fannin. Now Harold Fannin is probably the best tight end in football.
He about to get paid.
He about to get paid a lot.
All he got to do is stay healthy.
You know, that little tweak last week hurt Cleveland, but they won the game anyway. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I like that, by the way. I like the fact they won it anyway. Because they'll say, oh, he only threw the ball to Fannin 20 times. Well, Fannin was out after the first quarter, and they still won. I digress. I'm going to tell you right now, man. Imagine being my age, being a sophomore in high school, hitting the ball over 300 feet, right? That's a home run. Hitting the ball over 300 feet at sophomore age is a home run.
Mm-hmm.
And having the coach look at you in the face and say, okay, we're going to need you to run bases. I told myself, if I'm going to run bases, I'm going to run laps, but I'm going to make sure you feel every second. I was not nice. I made that team feel every second of not having me there.
Mm-hmm.
You want to put me on the bench? You want to put me as a pinch runner? These people want me to run. They're begging me to do it. They need me at this event. They know for a fact that if I don't run, we won't win today.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas y'all want to, well, you can run sometimes, but you know, my nephew, he gets to play second base.
Yeah.
My nephew, you know, his family's part of the booster club, and you know, they've been donating to the alumni for, 57 years. And who are you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was funny. So, man, you opened up something here. My dad was a football player, and I have the same name as him, right? They used to joke during practice, and they would call me, hey, we don't even know why you're here, football player. You shouldn't even be over here, football player. Why? I don't know why you worried about playing baseball, football player. That was their joke.
Mm-hmm.
That was their joke. And I'm like, some of the best baseball players I ever knew was football players. Here, my problem was I actually knew them. I met those guys. They were my dad's friends. These guys, on the other hand, they thought they were being funny. My dad wasn't there. My dad was busy doing what dads do. You know what I'm saying? My dad was a man, y'all. I'm not talking no crap about my daddy. My dad was a man. He was doing man stuff. He didn't have time to be doing parlays and politics with these literally peons. He didn't have time for that. I learned a lot just from that. And I'm going to say I'm grateful. I'm grateful that they screwed me over. I would have loved them. I would have loved to play for the Cubs, bro. I still would. I love them. You know what I'm saying? You know that. But
Yeah,
let me tell you something. My life has been great.
yeah. Passport Skull said was a dog for sure on the baseball field. Shit, I don't even. I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
Skull
I ain't
remember
even.
everything, bro. Skull remember
Yeah,
everything.
no, that's for sure. He been there every step of the way. But it's one of them things like shit. As far as like hooping football, like I walked away from sports gracefully, bro. Like I was done. That's one thing about me, bro. I told y'all before. I don't have issues with letting go. I
No, you
let some
said you
shit.
was done.
Yeah, bro. I would let some shit go. Like I remember the coach. I remember when I decided to stop playing football and just focus on basketball. The football coach took me out of class, bro, and brought me in the office and was like, "Do you realize that if you continue to play football for the next?" Because I was already playing varsity. That's what we trying to explain to y'all. So like, I was an underclassman. He having this conversation with me. He's like, "You play 2 more years of football. You can go to college wherever you want for free." That's what he told me. He's like, all you gotta do is just give me 2 more years. I'm like, man, I'm done with this shit.
Hey, he was upset about you, bro.
Yeah, it's
Coach
I
H,
know,
Coach H,
bro.
he was upset about
Bro,
you.
they was offering me. I shit you not, bro. They was offering me shoulder pads 6 games into y'all season next year. They was still, hey, come out today. You can start. Come to
When
practice
you
today.
so when you left and we left, so mind you, you were still there, but we left to go to the
you
other
transferred.
school.
Yeah.
We transferred. One of the first things that I got asked, right, was how many of y'all Romeoville guys are coming over?
Type shit.
And it was funny because I told them, I was like, I'm gonna tell you straight up, bro. I was a complete asshole. I said, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm worried about me.
Yeah. For sure.
I said, all of them. And they were like, those are your homies. I said, those are my teammates. That's nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I care about them on the field, but this is about my growth right now. It was game time at that point.
Yeah.
It was foundation time at that point. And I knew what happened if I clicked up. I still won't.
Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, man, I think those moments make you a monster when you come to them gross realizations about like, forget how you feel that reality should be. You come to the realizations about like what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you got to make your adjustments if you actually want to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Lucky for me, I'm talented at more than one thing. It was able to make a pivot. But you know what I'm saying? For a lot of people who feel like this all I got and this all I could do, they find themselves in a stuck place or a sunken place. Yeah, for sure. What's going on, V? Good evening, everybody. What's happening? So yeah, man.
We in the building.
But yeah, not even. I hate to. And I'm grateful that we didn't make the conversation sound like. Well, it seemed like you still, you know what I'm saying, feel the way, but I don't feel the way, bro. I'm cool.
Sports is sports, dude. Like look, in front of me right now. This is not even half of what I've earned in my life. This is a game from Hawaii that we just won. This is a game in Vegas. 2 Patriots rings. And my Hall of Fame ring, and that's just in front of me right now. That's not even in my case. Yeah, that's just in front of me right now. I got my Hall of Fame ring and a bunch of other ones. This right here is enough for me to be like, I have no regrets in sports. Yeah. Without any of the other stuff that I got over there, without the World Games medal, winning in Greece, without the Grecian ring or the pendant, without any of that, without any of the pictures, without any of the fanfare, without any of the merchandise that I'm wearing right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Without any of that, this is enough for me to be like, I have zero regrets because it's all part of the path. But the path that we started talking about from the beginning of this, the path has to be one that you understand that you can't be a pink powder puff walking on the rough side of life.
Oh God.
Yes, it was rough, but rough was worth it, was it not? I'm shining.
V said without the belts, on God.
They over there in the corner.
Yeah, but nah, I feel you, bro. It's like sometimes it's just a different type of people. I always talk about it. It's a different type of people in the barbershop. You got the woulda, coulda, shouldas, right? And you got the I did. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm grateful to be I did, you know what I'm saying? And that I'm doing type of person. And so these are the things, bro. It's different type of monsters, bro. You got monsters that come to destroy, and then you got monsters that fight the bad monsters. You feel me? And that's what I think that's kind of what we talked about with the queens one time too. Like when we talked to Kay or Key, I forgot her name, when she was talking. And I said, who do you think protects women from the bad guys? Violent. I said violent good guys. That's who protect women from the bad guys. You know what I'm saying? Militant good guys. So you need productive monsters to combat those who are taken to the dark side by the woes of life. So yeah, man, I thought that was I was grateful that you sent that one over. I saw that. I said, man, this is fire. This is gonna be that real talk. You know what I'm saying?
It resonates with me so much.
Yeah.
because it's not always about the bad, bro. Sometimes you have to take the bad with the good and know that. Well, how did the prayer go? Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of
Shadow of
death,
death. I
I
will
will
fear no
walk
evil.
through. Now, well, this is a different one. This is a remix on this. I will walk through. I will walk through that valley and know that there is no better man on God's green earth. So yeah, everything around me is horrible, right? But I'm
Yeah,
worse. Everything around me is horrible. I'm worse. It can't touch me.
yeah,
Yeah, it's poisonous. Well, I'm venomous. You know? Oh, it
yeah,
stings. It stings, but I chop.
yeah,
It bites, but I serrate. Like
yeah,
these are all things that like being tougher, being harder, being stronger,
yeah,
being having thicker skin, not being as malleable, but also being adaptive. Like those are all traits that make you a monster. Those are all transformative. Those are all traits that make you a monster. Being a monster
yeah,
is not always a bad thing.
yeah, bro. Yeah, I remember when my eighth grade basketball coach, shout out to Mr. Laverty, man. My eighth grade basketball coach. That was the best. That was my favorite year of basketball I ever played in my life.
He was fun though,
I
bro.
had the fluorescent green light. I was shooting that bitch, boy. Woo, that was my favorite year of basketball I ever played in my life. I was allowed to do whatever I wanted. I remember we was having a bad game, bro, and he came in at halftime. And this was profound because I'm reminiscing about eighth grade, right? But I remember it so
Yeah.
vividly, bro. We weren't playing well, and it was against a small team, and we were a very big eighth grade team. Like I was 5'11" in eighth grade playing two. Our small forward was like 6'2", and he was a football player first. Mo Hill, you know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
played at school
yeah.
with you.
Maurice,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Then
yeah.
we just had a big ass team, you know what I'm saying? And
He
so
was a giant.
we weren't playing well, bro. And he came into the locker room and he was like, he said to us, he was like, hey, he was like, it's almost like you guys are intimidated by them. And he said, do you realize how they see you? He said, you guys are giants. You're eighth graders. There's 12 of you. And he's like, 8 of y'all are over 6 feet tall. He's like, how could he said they were scared as hell until the game started and y'all gave them a reason to be confident. He said, you have to realize how they see you. You know what I'm saying? He was like, and when he said that, bro, that shit never settled in on me until like damn near senior year of high school.
The
You know what I'm
perception.
saying? Like, yeah, no, just it's like this, bro. If it was apocalyptic, right? You got people who go outside being worried about who outside. And then you got the people outside, that's the people that you worry about.
Yes.
When I realized when it's time to be the people that you need to worry about, that's when I became an elite level performer at whatever I put my mind to.
My senior year, you weren't there, but my
Yeah.
senior year was especially on this is just track. We're not gonna talk about football yet. We're gonna talk about track.
Mm-hmm.
My senior year, I decided that I was gonna run an extra 800 meters before practice every
Mm-hmm.
day, right? And that 800 meters turned into a mile. I would run 4 laps instead of
Two.
instead of two, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the beginning of this, when track first started, it was indoor, so I'm running 4 laps, right? Because they're 200 meters in indoor. I'm running 4 laps. Everybody else is only going to run two,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm talking about they'd be down there stretching. And now, mind you, my position at that point in time was very clear. There was no questions about where I belonged at. You know what I mean? I would literally run my laps. I would start before they started, and I would finish after they did. I would run my last 2 laps, but I made sure my last 2 laps was at breakneck speed. Like I'm running that 400 as if my life depended on it, and then I'm sprinting into practice while they're stretching, and then taking my position, and then I took over stretching. And at the first couple times I did this, it ruffled some feathers until it became part of our tradition. I
Mm.
wanted to let them know immediately, all of y'all are here. I'm the one they said shouldn't be here. I'm the one that's calling the shots, and I'm going to outwork you. That's why I'm going to always be here.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nobody, no matter what you do, that
There's
can
nothing
take
you could
this from
do.
me.
There's nothing you could do about it. It's nothing you could do about it. If I decide to be modest today, you should be grateful because I could pop my shit and then step on this track, and there's nothing you can run your fastest time you ever ran in your life. I'm gonna beat you today.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. No, for sure. I feel
and
you.
It wasn't about them. I hate to say that it wasn't about them. I needed that.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm telling. Listen, when I create a child, individual sports. I'm gonna let when I make my twins, they gonna play team sports, and they also gonna participate in individual sports. Because guess what?
Throwing one in wrestling.
No. I'm not putting my boys in them tight ass draws. No, we're not doing that, folks. We're not doing that. The world already done got weird enough. My kids ain't wearing no leotards, for that shit over with, gang. Off the rip, it's not over. And if they built like they daddy, that uniform ain't gonna be appropriate. No way. Yeah, that ain't appropriate. Yeah, nah. Fuck you talking about? We men over here. But yeah, nah. Hell nah. They gonna play a team sport.
Throwing some discus and javelin though, right?
Nah, boxing, bro.
Boxing, okay.
Yeah, combat. Yeah, for sure. Martial arts disciplines. Yeah, for sure. Individual sports. Because at the end of the day, all that team shit and all that, okay, coach don't like you, or we move you over here, you go to prep school, you try all this shit, and you never get a chance to actually be the player that you are. You never get on a team where they let you be coached. Where you can actually flourish with your skill set, right? You never get into that position. It's so people don't get it. In team sports, it's so much shit that gotta go right for you to even have a shot to get looked at to even go pro.
Hey, our boy right now. So I'm not a Cleveland Browns fan.
Yeah.
I am definitely a fan, as far as you can go in sports, of Shedeur Sanders. And the reason why is because every time they say that he is garbage, he proves that he's not.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not, and he does it. Now, mind you, some people don't like his style, but I don't care. My thing is the guy will go out there and put up 38 when the team hasn't done that in 10 years.
Right.
The guy will go out there and beat Aaron Rodgers. Let me tell you something right now. Caleb Williams has, and I don't think he even beat Aaron Rodgers. I think he got beat by him. Justin Fields has as many wins against Aaron Rodgers that Shedeur Sanders does. And Justin Fields is what, a 5-year veteran, 6-year veteran?
Yeah.
Shedeur Sanders is a third-string quarterback that is basically about to upend an entire organization if they don't do right by him.
Man, send him to Dallas, bro. Let him sit behind Dak for 3 years. Let him sit behind Dak for 3 years, and we ready to fucking roll. Send him to Dallas, and we gonna pay him.
By Dallas,
and we gonna pay him. He gonna be the highest paid backup in the league. We gonna pay him.
So you know who's funny about that? He would do it.
Yeah, for sure. And we gonna bring Dion in. Yeah, you know the play. You know the play, but let's not get too far.
Yeah, we ain't got to talk too much about it. We got some years in front of us.
Yeah, Passport Scott said that's how it was with that garbage quarterback we had all because his OG was sleeping with the coach, all alleged for content creation purposes. Yeah, man, the politics, bro. Whoever this is. Optiplex said y'all should rename the show the Oiled Up Dworking Experience and oil up for me and begin dworking effectively immediately. No, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna oil your mama up instead, all for content creation purposes and entertainment. You feel me? Thank you for your
tell her to come to Menage Mondays.
Yeah, we're gonna oil your mama up with the Diddy oil. Thank you, all for content creation purposes, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? For entertainment purposes, allegedly, all alleged. Totally kidding. On the set.
You said with Diddy.
Goofball, you know we from the town, boy. Calm down. Yeah, man. But nah, dope conversation. Let's go back to this Q&A real quick that we had.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's already been 90.
Yeah, easy. Roxy said, "When do you think that that should happen? Dating or cohabitating? When do you think?"
I'm gonna be honest with you, Roxy.
I'm
gonna be honest with you. A focused man is not going to wait around for anyone to act right. A focused man. Now, there are men that give grace. And I'm not saying that there are not men that give grace, especially if you got a pretty good package that he is digging. But a focused man that is strictly focused on business is not going to wait around to cohabitation. You will not make it to cohabitation because he has already deemed you outside the parameters of which he will accept. Like I said yesterday, men do not get married for what you could possibly do later. Men get married for what you are doing right now.
Yeah. I agree. I think men get married hoping that things stay the same. Women get married hoping that, you know what I'm saying, some shit gets spruced up in the way of their favor and their convenience. I definitely feel like that's the notion of how things be going and shit. And I could say, you know, from hearing it from my own parents' mouth, who've been together and are still together for 40 plus years. You know, my mother even said that shit almost caused their marriage not to work. Like her expectations changed, and my dad was being the same nigga she fell in love with, and she had to realize that she was the one tweaking. And once she got out her own way, here we are. You feel me? Like literally, but it's so many women who don't have that conversation with self. She said she had a conversation with herself. She had to be objective. You feel me? Stop pointing
Find her
fingers at.
favorite person to talk to.
Oh God, hey, look, you know what I mean? She's but yeah, my mama dope for that shit. You know, a lot of women can't do that. You feel me? They end up in court before they do that. Before they
internal
hold themselves
dialogue is
accountable.
necessary, bro.
Yeah, or even just holding themselves accountable when they have it.
Yeah.
It's people that lie to themselves and lie to God. It's people that lie to God in their prayers. It's a fact. It's people that lie to God in their prayers. Yeah, lie to God in their prayers. Like, you know, like, do you know that we can see you? So yeah, it's one of them things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But yeah, when do you think it should happen? Dating or cohabitating? I think it's a feel, right? And I think it so much goes into it, Roxy. Like, depends on how old y'all are, you know, what phase and stage y'all are in life. You know what I mean? If y'all too young, that might be a bad decision. Still too much kicking it left in your system. Still too much want to hang out with the girls, want to hang out with the bros in your system. You know, cohabitating in those years, I feel like could be rough. You know, your crib be a light frat house on the weekends and shit like that, especially before y'all make kids, you know, or cohabitating that young. Y'all probably gonna have a baby a little sooner than y'all planned on because, you know, the people, the furniture moves in, the rubbers come off. You know what I mean? And so people end up popping one out within the first 2 years of cohabitating. So I just think it depends on phases and stages of life. You know what I mean? If you're a little older and this ain't your first rodeo, you know what I'm saying? Then maybe y'all could swing into that a little smoother and a little quicker because y'all know what conversations to have, what things to discuss, do's and don'ts to tap into versus like learning on the fly, learning on the job type shit. You feel me? So
I think I will address that, Classic.
yeah.
It is 10:42. That is 2042 hours Central Time in America.
Mm-hmm.
I would like people to stop asking the question, well, how did this happen? You've never lived with a woman. You've never lived with a man. By the time y'all live together, you know, y'all might just, you know, she might have just got out the shower and that thing's looking nice right out the shower. This is the best time to go get it. You go get it. And you're not looking for, you're not looking for no gold packages.
Mm.
You're not looking for no sprays. You're not looking for no bottles of slippery stuff. You're not looking for none of that. The animal has taken over at that point. The beast inside has taken over. You really think that you're about to stop doing what you're doing when y'all living together? This is why people misunderstand when people say don't live with women. If you're not ready to live with a woman, you shouldn't, because this is what will happen. Y'all gonna have some kids. Y'all. What did dude say last night on the video? What was it, the night beforehand? We was watching all that video together. The night beforehand, we was watching the video. He was like, "Oh, I got about tree. No, I got one with her and one on the way.
Yeah,
trying to get up out of there."
Yeah.
And they was like, "What do you mean he trying to get up out of there?" Well, I mean, we live together, so it kind of just happens. And they was like, "What do you mean it just happens?"
Yeah.
I didn't really get to go in on that because I wasn't in the chat. But what do you mean it just happens? What are you talking about? You never been in that situation before? You ain't never lived with a woman, have you? You live with a woman, you already understand. Y'all together every day. She gonna feel some type of way sometime. You gonna feel some type of way sometime. And more times than not, it's gonna be around the same time. It's probably about 2 a.m. Shouty. It's probably about 2 a.m. And it's right there. It's available. It's ready. She letting you in. You're gonna take it, regardless of how you feel about her. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and take this real quick because ain't nobody else around here. It's right here. I ain't gotta go nowhere. I ain't gotta pay no money for it. She giving it to me. I ain't gotta go on no dates. Come on, y'all. We gotta be smarter than this in 2026.
Type shit. No, I feel you. I just think it's a feel. I think it depends, right?
Yeah.
Depending on the age brackets. I think younger people, if they not like on that young mature shit where they trying to lock in on some old school, like let's get married on some 22, 23 shit. If they both on the same page with that, then by all means move at the speed y'all both agreeing to move at. But if it's not that, if one person still got a little woo in their system, man, take it slow. Take it slow and watch close. You know what I'm saying? Either side, whether it be the male or the female, you know what I'm saying? Just take it slow and just watch close. You feel me? Pay attention. Because it's a lot to, it's a lot to break up at that point. Once y'all cohabitate, y'all names on the same documents, y'all got different, it's a lot to break up at that. Well, not too much, but it's more complex than just a phone call. You know what I'm saying? Hey, or come get your little shit out this drawer type shit. It's a different conversation at that point. So, but yeah, man, dope question. We appreciate you, Roxy. But yeah, man, that was all the segments. That was all the segments. Did you have anything for chat Q&A, or did anybody in the chat have anything that y'all want to throw at us real quick?
Ask us some questions, and please don't be nothing weird.
Yeah,
and if it is, I'm gonna roast you. I don't care tonight.
Yeah, we give y'all a cool 10, 15 minutes or whatever.
I got time today, cuz.
Yeah, I got time. I ain't in no rush. You know what I'm saying? If y'all wanna, probably be up the rest of the night anyway. I might do a red room tonight. Depends though. I got a lot of logistic shit to handle.
It is Friday night.
No, for sure. It is. Could do Saturday. Are they?
They are.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Passport Sco said facts. Yeah, man. How you feel about 2026, man? You excited for the year? While we wait on some chat Q&A to come in.
If I'm being completely honest, I feel like this is going to be the best year of my life.
Yeah.
I just something inside me, as hope springs forward, as they say, I just feel like this is going to be the best year of my life. I have had some really, really good years, but something about the way that I have approached this year already, I'm doing it better than I've ever done it. I feel great. I look great. I'm walking great. I'm talking great. I'm on my grind. Like I'm firing on all cylinders. I'm in flow state.
I like that.
Like I'm in it. I don't think I can be stopped. Like the only thing that can stop me is the Most High, and I don't think He wants to. I won't speak for Him, but I don't think He wants to stop me. You know what I'm saying? I would have been stopped a long time ago if that was the case.
Yeah.
I like everything is small. Like that's when you know that you're going somewhere, when everything feels small. I'm sure you felt that before. When things start feeling small, oh, this is barely an inconvenience. That's my phrase right there, by the way. Barely an inconvenience.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that would have devastated me. Once again, I'm not you. That was barely an inconvenience to me.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about a lot of stuff right now. Like when it comes to money, it's not a real thing anyway. It's a concept that people have accepted. And I understand that you need it to make things happen, but like it isn't real. So if it isn't real, I could just imagine some. If I imagine some, my work is going to show it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing some stuff out there for people that don't understand divination or what that actually is. Just saying, you know?
Yeah, I feel that.
Not even just manifestation. That's not even just that. It's literally saying, I'm not going to spend my energy worrying about something that requires energy for me to change. Instead of worrying about it, I'm just going to use the energy that I will worry about it to change it.
Mm.
And if something doesn't work, I readdress it. I pivot. What do you do in basketball? To get open. If you ain't got nobody that's gonna set a pick for you, you use your pivot, right?
Yeah, pivot, cut.
Yeah.
And
you got a bucket. So what difference did it make if you shot a three or if you got fouled in the cup, in the paint? What difference does it make?
Bucket
you got there, right? Hit your free throw, Nick.
Real talk. I say how I feel about 2026, bro. I just feel invincible, bro.
Yeah.
I feel absolutely invincible, bro. I feel like, you know what I mean? I can't even say I feel like Superman. I feel like Bane. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Bane on the Dark Knight. I feel like, if anybody has any plans to stop what I got planned, It's gonna take a group effort, a whole lot of collaboration, cooperation. You know what I'm saying? And it's still gonna be a fucking fight if somebody trying to stop me this year. That's just how I feel about 2026. I feel well planned. I feel well prepared. You know what I'm saying? I feel progressive. You know what I mean? Like I'm still getting stronger, bro. People don't realize, like when I look at 2025, bro, just like I just, you know, God's favor just, you know, the hand of favor just be over my life. Bro, I look at 2025 and I still ain't got nothing but shit to be grateful for. Like I tore my knee up in March, bro, and couldn't walk for fucking 6 months. Couldn't even
Bro,
walk for
you
half
on top of a
half.
mountain in
Bro,
Greece.
that's what I'm saying, bro. You know what I mean? Like couldn't walk for 6 months out the year, still performed in the theater in front of a couple thousand, still went to, you know, fucking on the top of a mountain, the freaking temple of Poseidon in Greece, in Suanio, Greece. Like people don't even go there when they go to Greece like that. Like
They don't.
Suanio, they go to Mykonos, they go to the islands, Milos, Mykonos. They man, bro, I was at the temple of Poseidon, bro.
They go
Like
to the vacation
literally,
spots.
like you know what I mean. So you know, 2026, as far as like, it's a
Did your
real
grandfather
serious.
travel?
Yeah, my grandfather traveled a lot. My grandfather actually paid for the whole family to go on a cruise. That's how I took my first trip out the country. Was my grandfather paid for it? Yeah.
You got to think. Yeah, my grandfather also traveled a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My grandfather was a musician, so obviously he traveled, and he was military too.
Yeah.
It's up to us as men to do things that are within our possibilities without making excuses about why we're not doing them. And
Yeah.
I think that and so ladies, y'all could take some notes on this because I'm going to speak about this. I will challenge every single one of y'all that has issues with what men do as far as how y'all are treated, about how horrible that a lot of them are. I will challenge y'all to find y'all somebody who just does what he says that he's gonna do. It's really that simple. Find you one that does what he says he's gonna do, hell or high water. For those of you who don't know, hell or high water means everything might go bad. The house might flood, but we're gonna drain it, we're gonna rebuild it, it's gonna be nice afterwards. Find you somebody that does what he says he's going to do, regardless of what it looks like and what the circumstances are. That's the real measure of manhood right there, is your word. Your word is your bond. Your word is your bond. Hey, I don't care if it takes you 6 months to rebuild this thing.
What's your approach to the year?
Mine?
Like if you had to put your approach to the year in 2 words or less.
There's only one word that I need. Relentless.
That's crazy. I was gonna say the exact same word.
It's just on me right now. I can't stop.
A dog gotta eat, bro.
I was on the beach and it was just me. I didn't go with anybody. You know, I didn't bring anybody with me. I was on the beach in Hawaii and I was swimming out in the middle of the ocean. And the water just kept coming. And you know, every beach isn't like that. And I realized that the reason why the beach is the way that it is and why the surf is so strong in Hawaii is because if you look at where Hawaii is, it's in the middle of the ocean with nothing anywhere near it. And it kind of is one of those spots where like it probably shouldn't exist. If you were actually designing land masses, it shouldn't exist, you know. And so you're getting hit on all sides by waves from every direction. And I'm like, I got to be a little bit stronger. I got to be a little bit stronger. And then like, I don't know, man, but clarity hit me right then and there. The sun was shining, and you know, I went up under one of the waves and I came back up under, and you know, the word relentless, just like it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop at night. It doesn't stop in the daytime. It never stops. It never stops. It never stops. And I'm like, well, this island persists, even though the water is relentless. I didn't realize they had a category 4 hurricane, well, tsunami that happened right before I got there, like 2 weeks before I got there. I didn't realize that. And it was supposed to be like one of those devastating ones too. The people on all of the islands didn't even act like it happened. They didn't even talk about it. It was supposed to be devastating. I read the article, bro. People were freaking out on the mainland, but not there.
Light shit.
And I said I need to be relentless this year, and being on the field and being around some of the younger guys that had just got added to the squad, and me being a little bit older now, and I gave them an opportunity to take from me. I gave them an opportunity to win it, and nobody could step up to the plate and take it from me. And so I said, this is a clear indication that I'm not done. So I was going to retire after the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, this is a clear indication that I'm not done. And I got a lot more confirmation while I was there that I wasn't done yet. And it's just be relentless. Dude, I got to burn this candle. It's a whole lot of wick left. I got to burn this candle. I got to go as hard as I've ever gone. And that's not a bad thing. I have the energy. I have the body. I have the know-how. I'm ready for it. I'm welcoming the relentlessness that's going to happen this year. Don't be surprised if we go to new heights in just about everything that we do. If that's in your spirit, then you feel it too.
Yeah, I'm already knowing what's up, bro. I'm just doing my job, stacking days. I'm already knowing what's up. I'm just going through the process.
I don't have any bad days anymore.
I'm already knowing what's up.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't have bad days anymore either. I wake up the next day and I'm
I do. I'm still grieving, bro. You know what I'm saying? I lost my son, bro. So I'm still grieving.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I know what you mean by that. I mean by bad days, I wake up the next day and I say, whatever happened yesterday. It is in the past.
Yeah.
It is up to me today to salvage whatever is going to happen today. It's up to me to salvage it and have a wonderful day. And dude, I'm telling you, I've had some heinous stuff happen to me in just the last 2 weeks. Yeah. And nobody knows, or even you can't tell, because I'm just like,
the train don't stop. Fuck what I say. Chicka, 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 chicka. I'm telling you, bro. Life is about.
I lost fantasy football, the classic.
Yeah.
And I was just, you know what? That was probably the best loss I've ever had in anything that I've ever lost. And I'm not just saying it because it's you. It was just, it wasn't a bad loss. A loss is a loss, but like, it was not a bad loss. That's one you seen the Fast and the Furious movie when Paul Walker was when he lost the race against Vin Diesel, and he got out the car smiling, and he looked at Vin Diesel, and he was like, "Hey, I almost had you." Yeah. And Vin Diesel was like, "But you lost though." And he was like, "But I almost didn't."
Yeah.
And they became like best friends after that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because they both saw the dog.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see the dog, you be like, "Hey, I know I'm a dog, but if that's the dog I got a partner with, I'm cool with that."
Yeah. However this shit go, it's respect. For sure.
I'm cool. I'm cool knowing he just as strong as me is not stronger. I'm cool with that one. That's
for sure.
Iron sharpens iron, bro. If you know what I'm saying.
For sure. I can't say that I know. I can't say that I feel like 2026 would be like the best year of my life and shit. I can't really say that, but I will say it's gonna be definitely one of the most productive and successful years of my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I just got a lot of rage to transmute into productivity.
Why would you say it wouldn't be one of the best?
Because success and the best ain't necessarily always the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the peace that I used to have, you know what I'm saying, before I lost my dog. I gotta find that again, you know? So until I can locate it, it's tough, you know?
I see what you mean by that.
Yeah.
I see what you mean by that.
But success is one thing though.
I'll say this, right? If we're thinking about, we didn't do a New Year's episode the way that I thought we should have done one. I made a joke on social media the other day, and the joke said, I don't think I want a new year. I think I want a lightly used or certified used 2006 or 2016, maybe a 2007 for good measure. And it was a joke, but it got me thinking. What made those years so good for not just me, but for the majority of people? If you look back, people will be like, man, summer 16 was probably one of the best summers of everybody's life. There's going to be some people that say it wasn't, but I know how good that year was. It was the year before any real recessions hit us again. You know,
the bread.
It was, dude, the money in 16 was crazy. The value of money was crazy. The events were crazy. Just being a young person, but not being too young at that time, it was so surreal. Like I had so many leaps and bounds. I bought a house, bought new cars. I was living a great life,
You was him, Tez?
bro. 2016,
You was
like
him, folk?
I felt like the rebirth. Like when like you get reborn, because I have Phoenix moments, as I call them.
Yeah.
Like I feel like me coming out the water in Costa Rica in 2020, 2022, one of the two. When I came out the water, I felt the Phoenix moment, and I knew I was about to go on a ridiculous run. Right, I put up 200 yards and a couple touchdowns right after that. The next day, I hadn't done that in a couple of years. I was unstoppable. And then most recently, I came up out the water and I was feeling chiseled. I'm talking about, I don't know what it is about reconnecting with the earth, but the minute that you get replenished, you come back up and you're just like, there's nothing that can stop me. And that's how I felt. There was nothing that could stop me. And so I have that feeling again. I had that feeling in '06. I had that feeling in '07. I had that feeling in '08. Banner years. I had that feeling in 2014, 2016 for sure.
Mhm.
2019 until all that BS happened. And then I felt it again in like 21, 22. Feeling it right now. I know what it feels like. This is a rebirth moment. This, the thing about the Phoenix is when the Phoenix gets reborn, it isn't reborn as a baby. It's reborn with all the knowledge that it had previously. It just gets reinvigorated.
Yeah.
Feel right now, like you can't tell me that I'm in my late 30s. You can't tell me that, bro. I don't feel that way. I feel like I have the energy of somebody half of my age with the intelligence of somebody twice my age.
Mm.
The wisdom and the knowledge and the know-how and the life experiences of somebody twice my age. And I can't shake it.
I feel like that's the prime. You're describing that's like you just cracked the code. I feel like that's the definition of the prime. When you
Yeah.
physically feel younger than your age still, but your wisdom feels beyond your age and you kind of like in this flow state. I think that's what the definition of being in your prime should be.
Yeah.
Low key. Like that sounds like a prime, right? Okay. I'm older than how I feel. I'm operating as a youth, but I'm physically mature, right?
It's
And
no
then
secret that I was a
yeah,
late bloomer. I was like 5 feet tall up until sophomore year. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, it's no secret that I'm a late bloomer. But that not being withheld, I totally feel. I totally feel like this is that reinvigoration that I had been seeking for the last year and a half. And I'm not just talking about content creation. I'm talking about every area of my life. Every area of my life has been enhanced over the last 6 months. And it's only going to keep getting better to the point of where I can take a loss or a dysfunction or a situation that's designed to break me as nothing more than barely an inconvenience.
Yeah.
I think this year is going to be great, man. I think it's going to be great, and I think it's going to be one of my greatest. It's going to definitely be on my greatest hits. I truly believe that.
I fuck with it. Yeah, I think it'll be top five for me. I could see it being top five just from a level of productivity and success. I think, I think a lot of doors will, or not even think. I could see it. Like a lot of doors gonna open, a lot of opportunity, a lot of new beginnings gonna blossom. You know what I mean? Things like that. And I think a lot of opportunities when you put in work and you lock in for sure, and your intentions is pure with the universe. It's a lot of things that come your way that you don't even foresee, bro. So it's like you don't even like we could think and write stuff on our vision boards, and then you end up surpassing and superseding all of that shit by the time it's all said and done. So you ain't wrong, bro. I could feel it too. You know what I'm saying? I got to get back to a place where like shit, I could really enjoy that shit for real, because success don't feel the same. You know what I'm saying?
Not the same way. It never feels the same way twice.
No, I just don't feel. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, missing a whole part of me, my nigga.
Yeah, I will say that one of the things that I would hope for you is that, like, I say nice things to people sometimes. That doesn't mean I'm a nice guy, but I would hope that you were able to find that peace. I was broken for years.
Yeah.
over some grief.
Yeah.
And once I was able to find that peace and move forward, and I woke up one day and that's what I did.
Yeah.
And nobody can tell you how to do it, bro. That's a self journey.
Shit, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm gonna just keep grinding until shit I would look up and just, see something that feel better. The grief and shit like that should be hitting like a ton of bricks, gang. Like, motherfucker be cool 1 minute, then you just like stumble across a picture in your phone and like, fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Or just
be missing my dog, man.
Man, look, I still got hair around this bitch in certain, like, go to clean a corner that you ain't touched in a second, nigga. It's fur out, like, you know what I mean? It's just
toys.
Shit, like, some people don't get it, man, but I haven't made any human babies. So,
I mean,
for me, that's my son. You feel me?
After doing both, I would say the dog. People who don't understand animals and don't have a connection with them, y'all won't understand what a dog is to a man, especially a man who's by himself. A man who prefers the company of his own thoughts. Y'all don't understand what a dog is to that man. It's a lot more than just his son. Like, I would love to say this and understand it, but a lot of cultures believe that like you do have an animal that bonds with your soul. Y'all have a connection that is not understood by anybody except for you and that animal, and that animal shows you a side of it. Like, I've seen the dogs be the meanest dogs, but like when they're with their owners, they are the kindest, sweetest animals on earth. They would never hurt their own. Let somebody else try though. Listen, man, like I said, walking the dog with no leash, as you have seen me doing plenty of videos, I do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? And without any issues. I'm pretty sure you and Sebastian had the same thing with y'all. Hey, I ain't gotta always put him on the leash, but he don't like you. I'm just letting you know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be one of those things, man. I get it. Yeah, but I'm also a dog person, so I understand. I'm also a man who prefers the company of his dog over most people.
Yeah, time heals all wounds, bro. You know what I'm saying? But shit, we can, motherfuckers just gotta keep smiling and grinding, G. Keep smiling and keep grinding, bro. That's really what it boiled down to. But I do feel super positive about this year. And for that, I'm super grateful. You know what I'm saying? For sure. And eventually I get to the point where, I get a new puppy child, you know what I mean? But for right now, I just gotta, I gotta let my wounds heal. I gotta lick my wounds, bro. For shit.
You got this, man. You got this.
Nah, for sure. I'm cool. Shit. Y'all see me every day. I'm cool. It's moments, man. It's moments. Like, anybody ever lost anybody or anything close to them, you just had your moments. Like, yeah, I'm straight. You just had your moments. That's all.
Hey, I got a hard time with my grandfather's guitar. It's hard for me to play it. You know what I'm saying? It does. It's one of those things where it's like it's mine, but it doesn't feel like mine. And every time I play it, I know my fingers are not the ones that should be on it.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense.
It might be different, bro. You probably just feeling his spirit on it. You know what I'm saying?
He took that guitar with him everywhere. That guitar came from Japan, bro. He got that guitar in Japan. That's a story for another day.
Yeah, man. But yeah, 2026 is gonna be glorious. I'm definitely not trying to like damper the mood or no shit like that. 2026 is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be glorious. I see no ceilings over the potential, which is always a great thing. You know what I'm saying?
Pun intended.
Yeah, for sure. The sky's the limit, and we just gonna keep winning in spite of. Like, Tez got plenty haters. I got detractors. I got people that throughout the course of 2025 change their minds about me. You know what I'm saying? Squarely inside of 2026, I want to just send them all a polite fuck you. And
they secretly love us, though. You know that, right?
Nah, I mean, I personally don't care, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stay the fuck from around me or his hands, and that's all it is with me. You feel me? Like I told you, like, this year is gonna be a year of a lot of productivity in the way of managing rage. And I understand energy transmutation, so I ain't tripping. I'm gonna take all that I feel and push it forward into good things. But if the ops show up, that's God granting me.
That's probably why you healed up so fast.
Probably. You talking about my knee?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I transmuted a lot of energy into. Yeah,
When I broke my leg, it was the same way. I've never broken a bone in my entire life, and that was the first one. And it was. I'm not going to even pretend that rage wasn't involved.
Yeah.
It was a certain amount of rage. And I focused that energy towards healing my body.
Yep. Yeah, bro. I attacked therapy very aggressively because I knew that I needed to be in Greece for my cousin, you know what I'm saying, wedding. And it meant a lot to him and it meant a whole lot to me, bro. So I attacked my physical therapy. I mean, it was hell. I vlogged some of it. It was hell, but I attacked it very aggressively, bro. And I stayed positive. Like I was getting a massage the other day, and my massage therapist was like, I ain't gonna lie to you, you have better range of motion on your surgery leg than your non-surgery leg. You know what I'm saying? Like I rehabbed the fuck out of my shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's happened, bro. There's been a lot of professional athletes that got injured and they came back after rehab and they were much better.
Yeah. And
Sometimes
I'm definitely going to probably take a couple fights this year once I'm able to pass the physical. I don't think I could pass the physical just yet, but I'm close. Once I'm able to pass the physical, I'm gonna go ahead and register and take a couple fights this year because, like I said, bro, managing rage. You feel me?
I'm gonna try to put together a card, man. I told you that's one of my plans. If I could do that, if I could promote a fight, I would be so happy. Hey, y'all in the comment section, if I tried to promote a fight with Classic in it and his people, would y'all come?
I got a kennel of hungry dogs now. I got a kennel of hungry dogs.
You know, if I could get a fight promotion, even if it's a one-time event, you know, a special event with a I'm gonna say this too, Classic. If we do something like that, you know it's gonna be a belt attached, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Awards.
Yeah.
Like you know, even
if I ain't tripping, bro. You seen me throw these bitches, bro. You know I'm cool. Yeah, it's you know, my shit certified. I'm cool.
You know,
I'm with whatever.
I will look up some stuff. Like, do not be surprised, y'all, if we're able to put on an event this year.
Straight up.
Do not be surprised.
Straight up.
I'm just saying, there's a lot. I got a brain. He got a brain. The others have a brain, and I plan on using it.
And I got some hungry dogs. Like I said, I got a kennel of hungry dogs. You feel me? So it ain't nothing. We just got to figure it out.
Might be able to make some moves this year by promoting an event.
Yep. Roxy said, "Sign me up. I want to watch." Yeah. I work on the craft, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not no easy out for nobody at this point in my discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like my defensive responsibility, my conditioning is good enough for me to go get work and not, you know, just get pummeled by nobody and shit. I ain't no easy out. That shit over with. Them days is over with. Nigga should have caught me sooner. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. And I got, you know what I'm saying? Are you muted, gang? I can't hear nothing. You muted. Are you on the phone? Just on purpose? You muted on purpose? All right, that's cool. But yeah, man. 2026 gonna be glorious, man. We finna march right into this shit and take everything we want. And for everybody that's listening who got shit they trying to get to, man, just go ahead and get to it. On the days you don't feel like it, just do that shit anyway. And when that little hour or 2 hours it take for you to do your obligations that you don't feel up to for the day, when that shit over with and you knocked it out, you would feel better and you would thank yourself, you know, tomorrow. And tomorrow you're gonna actually feel like doing it. So that's another day. We just gotta stack days. And everybody listening gonna be successful. That's a fact. Roxy said, I want to watch professional fights like boxing and MMA. Yeah. My plan, Roxy, is to turn pro and take a couple fights at some point. It probably won't be this year. The fights I have this year will most likely be amateur. But yeah, my goal is to eventually turn pro and take a few fights just on some bucket list type shit. But that's what it is. I train my ass off and, you know, I don't feel like it's, you know, I don't feel like it's nobody for me to worry about. She said, as is, sorry.
My sister is a surgeon and she doesn't get very much time to call. So normally I would not answer a call during the show, but I had to say that. My sister is a surgeon and she called me and I had to.
No, bro,
I love her so much.
Bro, you all good, man. That's one thing too about streaming, bro. This raw. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we don't. This ain't WGCI. Like this ain't the radio. We ain't got to be like hyper overly stupid produced. You know what I mean? Like people here in the chat kicking it with us. You know what I mean?
I've had a smile on my face all night, but that put a big one on there.
Yeah,
like,
I see.
I'm gonna put the bragging pants on right now because I think especially y'all want to talk about what we want to talk about. My sister is the head resident surgeon at Stanford University. And my little sister, my youngest sister, and she is in charge over there, and she has got her doctorate. She is in charge of all that general surgery. She does the dang thing. You know, she is somebody that, despite some things not working out in life, she makes it happen. My sister was also a collegiate all-American track and field athlete as well. We both were. She is somebody special, and I appreciate when she does call. So I'm sorry, y'all, but had to take that call from little sis, man. I'm proud of that little girl. I really am. She's a grown woman now, but I'm much older than her, so yeah, I still call her a little girl.
Classic.
That's what's up, man. And
I'm gonna protect her forever.
Nah, man, but that's how it's supposed to be with people that you love and keep in touch with, man. Why would you, feel like, why would you be close to somebody who you don't feel like that about? You feel me?
I brag on all my people. You, everybody. I don't look. Take this into 2026, chat. If you're not proud of your people, why do you talk to them?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you talk to them? You're not consuming their products. You're not talking to them. Why do you talk? I mean, why do you talk to them if you're not proud of them? I ain't got no secrets. Yeah, I'm proud of this person. They did this. I'm proud of this person. They did that. I'm proud of this person. They doing that. They doing this right now. I know that dude. Yeah. What do you mean you know that dude? I'm saying that's my homie and I know him and I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
Get off his dick. No, I'm not on it. I'm not on it. But you know what? Motherfuckers who out here making stuff happen deserve it.
For sure.
The movers and the shakers. We need to start. I challenge people to start talking about the movers and the shakers and not the Tyrones and the Pookies and the Ray Rays. No, talk about the movers and the shakers. Those are people that's making differences. Talk about them. They deserve it.
Yeah, for sure. Sco said I just sent class something like that earlier today. I can't, or yesterday or earlier today. It was today. Yeah, you did. He did just send me something like that. And I appreciate you for that, bro. Roxy said, amen. She said, damn, get it, girl. That's amazing. So wonderful for your sister. Blessings. Oh, yeah.
She's awesome. Yeah.
She's awesome. That's what it looked like when you just stack days, man. Success ain't nothing but a bunch of stacked up days. Pennies make dollars, man. Compound interest. That's all. That's the name of the game. I ain't never seen nobody say, look, this is what I'm on and I'm not going to stop till I get there, and they fail. I never seen it happen.
Not a single one.
Most people fail because they quit. That's it. Point blank, period, simple. You know what I'm saying?
You'll make it. That's the only, if you listen to somebody tell you that you're not going to make it, you surely won't.
No, for sure. It's people who thought that I quit doing music. I ain't quit. I can't quit. I am my music at this point. Shit, I made it a part of my whole fucking identity. I wouldn't be surprised if my children come out musically inclined just because the amount of hours that I've put in. That shit probably in my code now. You feel me? But like, I ain't quit. I just adjusted my approach. That's all.
Speed is in the DNA. Rhythm is in the DNA.
Yeah.
You know, mental capacity is in the DNA.
Yes, sir.
And if you don't have it, you do know you can help your DNA write itself.
Yep.
The next generation is determined by what you choose to do now.
Mm-hmm. I don't think, well, we don't get taught that. You feel me? We too busy learning if a car is going 30 miles per hour for 2 hours down the that's the shit we talking about.
You see what my hand doing on its own. I need to
all that bullshit is cool. That's what they waste their time talking to us about. Not no real shit.
I used to draw.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I admitted that yesterday, right? So I would do all my work in like the first 10 minutes and then draw comic books for the next hour.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. I would do it again.
Bro, I slept all through school. I used to stay up late at night and just sleep all through school, bro. Go to practice straight up.
What was that? What was that? Was a literature class where they'd be like, hey, they was like, hey, I ain't gonna say a real name, but they was like, hey, classic, did you read the book? Yeah, I read the book. Well, how? Everybody's only on page 50. Well, he's not on page 50. I'm not on page 50, and they're not on page 50. The difference is they're doing other things, and I'm sleeping.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Leave me alone. I don't get it.
I'm not bothering nobody.
Yeah, like. I remember that. Yeah, I used to get them teachers hell about waking me up. Hey, I used to treat them like they was wrong. They'd wake me up in class, and I'm like, what? Like, why are you fucking with me?
The math teacher was so mad one day. You pulled out the folder, and he was like, well, there was 100 problems on this, and you were like,
yeah, like what the fuck do you want, G?
what
I'm
do
the
you want?
Hey, listen, I'm the starting point guard in this bitch. I don't want to talk. You feel me? I was moving like that, bro. I ain't kidding. I learned in like no cap, bro. My mama could vouch for this. I learned in like kindergarten or first grade that public school was some bullshit. And I never took it serious after.
It was so
I never
funny.
took it serious, bro. I never took public school serious. I knew this shit is daycare. It's daycare, bro.
It was
Straight up.
it was very funny because I will say we had a bunch of intelligent people in our classes, and like we all found our different ways to work out that intelligence, and they were so upset about it.
Yeah.
They were so upset that like you had this many intelligent people in one spot. And my whole thought process was, well, I don't have to outdo him. The most that I could get is 100% in here, right?
Yeah.
And the worst that I could do is under 64, right?
Yeah.
Anywhere between 64 and 100, I'm gonna pass. So my thing is, if I already finished 100, you want me to do 110 and get no credit for it?
I used to bro, it was this simple for me. I don't need to be woke to pass these classes. This shit is easy. This shit is some bullshit. Bro, I slept. I have a college degree. I slept. I was asleep. Bro, it's a few classes you got to stay woke in. High level math, high level science. Aside from that, bro, literature, history, all that shit. Even in college, you don't need to be awake.
Chemistry classes that I needed to stay up for.
Gang.
There were certain science classes that I need to stay up for, but that's because if I don't stay up, I'm either gonna get blown up by some chemicals.
You're gonna be fucked up, yeah.
Or I'm not gonna understand this formula, which is pretty much the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
The rest of this shit is all memorization, bro. You have me spend $400-$500 on a textbook, and then I gotta sit here and listen to you read it to me. Like, fuck you, bro. I'm sleeping in this bitch. I'm here to meet the attendance mandates, and I'm gonna read this expensive ass book y'all made me buy, and this shit better give me enough information to pass your class. Fuck is you talking about? Like, stop it, bro. I could have homeschooled myself for college, no cap. I could have homeschooled myself. I hated classes. I hated classes where the professors was like, you got to make it to a certain amount of classes or automatically, you know what I'm saying, you fail. I hated the attendance requirements. Bro, I'm paying, I got XYZ amount of thousands in scholarships, and I'm paying XYZ amount of thousands out of my pocket to be in this bitch, and you trying to tell me when and how I can pass your class, man? Eat a sausage.
I only wanted to go to school for sports.
Eat a Vienna, bro. Eat a Vienna. Gee, I hate this shit.
Like if you don't go to this many number of classes, you can't go to practice. And I was like, well, I mean, which one's gonna make me more money?
Bro, senior year, I was skipping school and going to practice after school, bro. Coach ain't say shit, bro. That's when I had a little favoritism. You know what I'm saying? Like just you know what I mean? But then by the time I got to college, nigga, well, shit, not even. By the time about halfway through senior season, politics started playing a role. When I got to college, politics.
You don't even go to class.
Yeah, politics showed their whole head when I got to college. Them motherfuckers like, hey, listen, oh, you play basketball well? Oh, you thought that mattered? Like, sit down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
you ain't got no boosters. You ain't show up to this event.
Hey, when I did get in the game though, I was Kobe Bryant. Nigga, I did not pass. I averaged -3 assists in college. Nigga, I was shooting that bitch. Every shot was a good shot. I was a black hole. And I'm proud of it too. I wasn't passing shit.
That was how Gilbert Arenas was. He never apologized for it.
I mean, I averaged negative assists, nigga. I wasn't passing shit. Ain't no
Kobe ever apologized for it?
Nah, I was shooting the fuck. I was hooping in Kobe's. When I was in college, I hooped in Kobe's. You know what it is.
I would say Russell Westbrook wouldn't be as much of a journeyman if he didn't care so much about passing.
I agree, because he could still attack at a high level. Roxy said, yes, it is. Break the generational curses and raise amazing human beings. We need to care about our future, and that's these kids. Facts. Passport Skull said he was at my crib half the time when he was in college. I saw class damn near daily. Yep. I wasn't going to class, bro. I don't need to, bro. I'm showing up on test day, knocking that shit right out, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up. I was showing up on test day, knocking that shit. This shit ain't shit.
Fucking Skull for always being so cool. You know what's funny? It's like I knew y'all was cool for a really long time, but like, you know, I want to say like if it's anybody that anybody ever never had to doubt, it's Skull, man. I ain't never had to doubt that man at all.
Nah.
That's why I can take whatever he say at face value, because I ain't never had to doubt him He's had my back as an adult. He's had my back as a young man. He's had my back as a child. Like, Sko was a real one.
I'm gonna keep it this simple, bro. He embodies the concept of letting you be who you are in peace.
Yeah, he do. He do.
That's it, bro. He is the definition of that shit. If you want to be yourself in peace around somebody, G, go be around Sko. He gonna let you be who you is, G. He gonna let you rock out. He don't really get no fuck. As long as you don't say nothing about him lighting up, you good. You say something about that, you say something about some smoke, nigga, it's gonna be a little conversation. But aside from that, you know what I mean? Life is good, bro. Yeah, you gotta let him be Snoop Dogg. But aside from that, bro,
Hey,
there ain't no
at
issue.
work one time, I was like, "Hey, what you going?" He said, "This is in my contract."
Straight up. Yeah.
He's like, "This is in my contract."
Yeah, I can't make this shit up, bro. I was cutting college classes to go to the studio, bro. I'm going to the studio, nigga. When is the test? I remember walking out of class one day when he moved the test date back. I shit you not. I came to class and he was like, I was like, hey, you know, he started teaching a lesson. I raised my hand. I'm like, yo, ain't it a test today? And he was like, oh, you weren't here on because it was like a Tuesday, Thursday course. He's like, you weren't here on Tuesday. I told everyone that the test is moved to next Tuesday. Boy, I got my book back. I was like, oh, we not taking the test today? He was like, no. I was like, I'll see y'all Tuesday. Motherfuckers start dying laughing. Nigga, I'm not, what? Everything you about to say is in this $400 book. I either
You
don't
made me
need
pay for it.
No, this was my logic in college. I either don't need you or I don't need this expensive ass book. If you gonna make me buy this book, you can't make me come to your class. If because some teachers did, they was like, you can't pass my class if you don't buy the book. You gotta have the book. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna make me buy this book, if you're gonna make me buy this expensive ass book, you cannot make me come to your class. If you don't mandate that we buy the book, I'm gonna be in this mug. I'm gonna save the money and pull up and listen to you and take notes. That's free. Okay, cool. Because when you 19, bro, buying a $400 book, $350 book, nigga,
it might take you a month to afford.
Shit, hey, bro, you feel
18, 19, when you in school and an athlete, that might take you a month to afford.
Come on, you waiting on refund checks, all type of shit going on. No, G, look, if I don't need the book, I ain't get. Come on. So if you was one of the professors that made me buy the book, G, I'm not coming to class. I'm gonna read this book, this expensive ass book.
You're gonna be there on test day and that's it.
On God, and I'm passing. They used to hate that too. Oh, he keep getting B pluses. I was a B plus king. I was king of the B pluses. I'm gonna get an 88. Hell no. Right? I'm gonna get a B's, get degrees. I'm gonna get a B plus for your shit every time. Yeah, on God.
Making sure.
I'm gonna miss all the difficult shit, all the common sense shit, 100%. It's only like most tests. That's the crazy thing about the school system. Most tests, only 5 of the questions be hard. Like the rest of this shit be common sense. I don't even have to read for this.
The rest of it be a waste of my time.
Yeah, on God. Yeah, bro. So yeah, that's why when people be throwing their degrees around, like, nigga, I went to college too. That shit ain't even hard. Stop using your degree to validate how smart you is. You ain't even have to pay attention to that.
And in 6 months, we're gonna have this conversation again. But you know what I'm saying?
Depending on what you went to school for, obviously. If you went to law, if you went to school to be a doctor, obviously, right? But if your ass was in that bitch for, you know what I'm saying, you know, it depends. There's a lot of dumbass majors that's not difficult at all. Roxy said when you gotta get a stack of those books, hard pass. Yeah, gee, I'm not buying all these fucking by the time the semester over, you just spent $1,000 on books. Man, I'm not coming to school. I'm finna read these. Nah. Yeah, gee, I only need one. That's just how my literacy is set up. I need the professor or the book. I don't need both of y'all. That's all I'm saying, bro.
That makes them redundant. One is redundant at that point.
Bro, once I got the drop on, I'm
in college.
Yep. Once I got the drop on the online classes, I was online classic. I could take this online. I don't gotta. Oh yeah.
It's bad when they send somebody to your dorm room and they're like, you ain't been to class in a week. I'm like, has there been a test in a week?
Yeah.
Has there been a test in the week?
Oh God. No.
Okay, then why are you over here?
Bro, my college basketball coach said something to me. The assistant coach, he was like, "Hey, your teacher for your blah. I forgot what course it was and shit." He was like, you know, coaches get reports on who coming to class and stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, did the report show my grade? And he was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, your grade is fine. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we like for our players to be in class and look good on the team and this, that, and the third. I'm like, nigga, y'all not even using me. Why are you worried about my attendance in class? Well, listen, when y'all decide to start putting me in the game, you feel me? Then we can worry about my attendance. But while y'all got me averaging 30 on JV, nigga, eat a Vienna, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga?
One day we got to talk about how it feels to like be the guy that has to do all the stuff.
Yeah.
You're not about to play.
Yeah, fuck out of here, bro. I'm not Rudy. This ain't Rudy, nigga. I'm not Rudy, gang. No, we grew up watching Rudy from Notre Dame. I'm not Rudy, gang. I practice busting.
Did you ever get to meet him?
Ass. No, I don't need to. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say you don't need to, but meeting Rudy is funny.
Yeah.
Rudy cares more about the movie Rudy than he does about his actual legacy. He cares more about the movie Rudy than his actual legacy.
But bro, they be trying to Rudy studs. Gee, I'm a stud. You see? Do you see what I? Yeah, you see what the fuck I'm doing to the first team.
You. I know what you can do.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I ain't trying to prove nothing here. I'm calling that what it is. You see what the fuck I'm doing to the first team every day in practice. You worried about my attendance in class, and you acting like you don't see what you seeing on this court.
You gave the best player in the state buckets.
Yeah, listen, bro. Whoever wanted can get it.
You gave the best. Look, you know me and him. We are real cool, and I'll always support that man. But you gave the best player in the state buckets.
I don't need no. Hey, look, man. I don't need no credit. It's all good. Look. All I'm saying is, brother, them teachers was on bullshit with them attendance policies. If you want me to show up to class, make your class harder. Make your class harder.
They're not gonna do that because people won't pass it. Then
I ain't gonna hold you.
They wouldn't.
Man, listen, bro. Look, shit. Make your class harder. I'm not coming to this bitch. Straight up. If I could pass your test without being in attendance, I'm not pulling up. You can forget about it. I will be here on all the test days. Early, too. Early.
I'm trying to get out of there.
Yeah. In and out, bro. Yeah, they hated that. Damn, he getting that.
Picked, the ACTs?
Yeah. I smacked those. I smacked those too.
They hated me during ACTs.
Smacked them ACTs.
Because I did my ACT. Now, they give you like an hour and a half, right? Per module.
Mm-hmm.
I would do the module and then I'll close the book and I fold it up real nice. I put the pencil inside of it like they want you to. And then I literally put my headphones on and then I put my head on the desk, right? And I brought a little pillow, like, the little mini pillows. I brought a little mini pillow and I would go to sleep right there. Because I knew I couldn't go anywhere. But
you can't get up.
If you get up, they fail you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Emma came over there. He tapped on my head. Mr. Branch. Pulled my headphone out of my ear. Now I'm already irritated. You know what I'm saying? Pulled my headphone out of my ear. I was like, excuse me? And he goes, Mr. Branch, you're sleeping. And I'm like, Mr., I'm done.
Right.
We're only 30 minutes into the test. I was done 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, this shit easy, bro.
He was like, that's not possible. Why don't you go grade it? I said, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I'm wearing basketball shorts and a tank top. I'm not hiding nothing. My cell phone is in my locker. What do you want from me? I just want to go to sleep. And I made sure I brought a little iPod. The old school iPods did not have calculators and a bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I had a little iPod and my headphones. Matter of fact, the iPod was like, what's it called? It was Tiffany blue because I got it from a girl that I was seeing. She gave me her iPod. Like, that was just her thing. She gave me her iPod. Her mama was always buying her new ones. They had bread. But she gave me her iPod. And so I got all this music loaded up that she loaded up. And I'm listening to the music and I'm knocked out. I might have to fail you for this or think that you're pretending. I'm like, what am I supposed to hide the answers on? It was 100 answers on that test.
Yeah.
I can't possibly remember all 100 answers, right?
Yeah.
You had to show your work, right? I said, open it up. This is where I go. Open it up. Just don't be snoring in here, Mr. Branch. I can't help it. So I told him I can't help it. I was sleeping good.
Yeah, that was crazy too, bro. Like, oh man, we could be stuck on this all night, man. Uncle Plug said y'all boys wild. Yeah, man. I remember one time I went off on my college professor. He gonna wake me up. Talking about I'm disrupting class. I said, was I snoring? He's like, no, but you're sleeping. I said, okay, I'm in here sleeping quietly. You stop teaching to talk to me, but I'm disrupting class. Everybody in the class started dying laughing. He's like, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. I'm like, I wouldn't even have came if you ain't have an attendance requirement. You asking me to leave, I didn't have to come. Just let me show up on test day. Yeah, just let me show up on test day, gang. We got a happy medium here.
You can't kick me out from somewhere that I don't want to be.
He talking about one day when you grow up, you'll understand the importance of blah. I said, man, I'm finna be making more money than you in 2 years. And it was true. I thought that I'm finna be making more bread than you in 2 years.
38,000.
Yeah, bro. So you can miss me with
Oh,
that
did I
shit.
say that out loud?
Yeah, hey, look, miss me with that shit you talking about, gang. Straight up. I ain't gonna hold you. No disrespect to all the educators, but look, you feel me? Don't hit me with that shit. He said you wasn't bothering anyone. He bothered you. Make it make sense. Right. And I'm paying you. And how many thousands it costs per year to go to per semester to be in this bitch? And you waking me up from my sleep. The nerve of you.
Majority of life.
Yeah, the nerve of you. Yeah, I felt insulted, bro. These professors forgot who they work for.
You got a headlight out. That's the equivalent to that. You got a headlight out.
Yeah, bro. Don't bother me for no bullshit.
You got a headlight out. So what you want to search my car for? Because I got a headlight out. Tell me to go to AutoZone. So
yeah, he said to
before I let you get up out of here, bro.
Yeah,
you've been to other countries.
Yes,
you've seen that the majority of police in most countries, not all, but police in most countries do their best to leave you alone.
Yes. All the little shit. Yeah.
2 police in Greece. And the only reason why I saw those police is because there was 30,000 people gathered at the Olympic Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason why I saw those 2 police. There were 2 police for 30,000 people gathered at the Olympic Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason why I saw police. I did not see an officer other than that for 9 days. So out of my 10 days that I was in Greece, I only saw police officers one time. There was 2 of them together talking to each other. One chick, one dude. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to say too much more after that. They was talking to each other at the event. I didn't see nobody else. And the same thing, I don't think I saw a police officer in Hawaii the entire time I was there. I don't recall ever seeing police in Hawaii for any reason, shape, form, or fashion. I've never seen a police officer in Costa Rica. We saw the ambulance because one of our players, I told you that story before, but one of our players got let's just say he got sick in the jungle.
Right. Type shit.
And other than that, I've never seen a police officer in Mexico. I've seen federales, but that's not the same thing. And we all know that. We all understand that. Yeah, come to think of it, the only time that I've really seen like a heavy police presence, didn't really see it in Japan. I saw a couple constables, but they were really just directing traffic. You know, I Canada maybe, in the United States.
Yeah, I seen being in other countries. I seen more military than police officers.
Yeah, I didn't
like
even see
actual
police in Amsterdam.
Yeah,
I saw military. I didn't see police.
Yeah, I see military in damn near every country, just by default, passing through customs, all of that, like by default. But like even when you get back out, like in Mexico, for example, like I've been to certain parts of Mexico where like the military riding around on Hummers with machine guns on top.
It'd be the military, not the police.
Yeah, like, but not I saw no officers like regular.
Federales is not the same thing as regular police guys.
Nah, you're right.
They look at stuff, you know. So I mean, that's just something I'm saying. Like the police state is a lot different. So I'm just saying, the last time I checked, you know, my headlight being out, you bothering me.
Yeah. Let me rock,
my headlight out.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it.
well, he got violent when we searched his car. I mean, you're in my space, and I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, man.
I could have been driving and my headlight went out. It is an incandescent bulb, right? Make it make sense.
When you hit him with the incandescent, you got to get out the car. We're gonna need you to get out the car, sir. You get out of the car, sir. Incandescent, huh? I got your incandescent. Step out of the car, sir.
Classic.
My favorite, I'm gonna tell y'all this. It's 2026. Stop making the mistake. If they ask you a question, you can simply answer no. Because if they didn't need permission, they wouldn't ask.
Oh yeah.
Get out the car. The answer is no. If they say why, because I said so.
Last time I got pulled over, he asked me, "Do you have a weapon in the car?" I said, "You know it." You know
Classic.
it. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I need you to know I'm dangerous too. I want you to be a little nervous walking. I told you, G, I like being intimidating sometimes. I'm cool with it. That shit got perks. I want you to be a little nervous fucking with me because I'm a little nervous fucking with you. If we both jittery, maybe we'll both sit still.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I realize I'm the baddest in that valley.
Yeah, you fucking right. Yeah. Listen, bro, I decided a long time ago, G, I'm not finna worry about people. I'm finna be people to worry about. That's the side I'm on, folks. Yeah, G.
Which one's safer?
On God, stay dangerous. I'm not finna worry about people. I'm finna be people to worry about.
The people that you're afraid of are afraid of me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Come on, Ted. Talk that shit, Ted.
Classic.
Hey, it's the human experience tonight, G. We gave them a bevy. We done overfed. We done overfed the streets, man. We done went. Look, we've been past the topics we had for the night. We done overfed the streets.
Time limit. We've been past the topics.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is the experience, bro. We talking about real life. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. We appreciate everybody hanging in with us too.
They definitely get more of our lives on this show, this specific show, than any other show.
Yeah. Yeah.
They definitely do.
Yeah. We definitely get into the stories, man. We just spent, which is something I generally don't do, but we spent a cool like 30 minutes talking about like yesteryear and shit, which is kind of something I don't do because it be coming off to people like you know, upset about the glory days and shit like that. I'm gonna be real. My prime and my peak was not high school. Like
the
my
glory
grown
days are still coming.
Yeah, my adult years been lit as fuck. I ain't gonna
hold glory days.
Yeah.
Just in the last calendar year, like if you say, okay, how many people that you can talk to and look at that are your peers that you talk to every day or even every other day or even once every couple of days? How many of them can say, hey, was your experience in Greece as fun as mine was and y'all didn't go together?
Right.
Y'all can talk about different landmarks, different things. Y'all can talk about other places that y'all been, and once again, we're talking about things, not people. That's the biggest difference. We're talking about things, not people. We're talking about events, not people. We're talking about happenings. This is not a situation where like I'm downing anybody for any decisions that they made in life. This is me talking about my experience of going through life as a man.
Mm-hmm.
The experience of being, from in my case, the oldest brother, the first son, the first grandson, the first great grandson, being a dad, like, being an athlete that people wrote off, only that I didn't write back. All of these things, these are strength builders. This is not the glory days. This is I'm enjoying everything about everything, and that's the way that it's going to be because I want it to be that way.
Oh yeah, yeah. There it is. Well, shit, look, this us, man. The human experience is the classic codes. It's the TezDown. Make sure you subscribe to both channels. Make sure you subscribe to the Raw Society Coalition channel. And yeah, man, we got another classic. If y'all don't do nothing else, make sure y'all stick to the codes. Promo coming.
I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you can take to them. I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room, everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist, no stone left unturned, mash on the gas and etc. Or farming hoe, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't.